All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to this beautiful, beautiful collab stream. It's been a long time, and now we're going back with a bang. And we have here Mr. Project Vice. What's up, buddy?
Hello everyone. How is everyone doing? I'm doing very well, man. It has been a minute since we have done anything like this together, so I'm very happy to finally be back on the GTA Infinity official YouTube channel. So I can't wait to get stuck into what we're going to talk about, and yeah.
And that's the first topic. Let's hope trailer 3 is soon, chat. Yeah, I wanted to do something with you. Which Cyberboy did in a video. He made a video about what he expects, what's his prediction for, the trailer 3, what's going to be in there. And I thought, that's kind of a good idea to just ramble on about. Yeah, kind of just theorize. So it's going to be all speculation. So I'm just going to put you on a spot here and say, like, hey, what do you hope and maybe even predict to be in trailer 3? What do you hope to see?
So I think probably the obvious thing a lot of people do want to see, myself included, is obviously just more of the world of Vice City and Leonida. I put out a video literally yesterday, the day before. I sort of went into detail talking a little bit about, comparing it to the last, big Rockstar titles like GTA 5 and Red Dead 2, both of their trailer 3s, and comparing what was shown in those trailers versus what potentially might be shown in the trailer 3 for GTA 6. So I think probably the thing I'm looking to see is, like I said, so more Vice City and Leonida, more about the contextual information about like Lucia and Jason. More about them is obviously great, of course, and how they are both going to coincide in this Bonnie and Clyde-like duo. So I'm very interested to see how Rockstar's going to delve a little bit more into that. And yeah, I think also as well, like the previous trailers with GTA 5 and RDR2, yeah, more of the supporting characters, seeing more of them. So I would say most likely we're going to see more of Brian and Cal, and potentially even, we haven't really seen anyone that's been closely related to Lucille, or not necessarily like closely related, but I mean like we haven't seen any of her like friends or anything like that. Like we've seen Jason's allies, like Brian and Cal. We haven't seen anyone of like really Lucia, have we? Or it hasn't been really like shown at the moment, really.
Not in a like character description way. The two characters we know that they might be friends of Lucia is the one holding the phone, like the Vice City baby, the guy, the curly guy with the mustache.
Ah, yes, forgot about him. Yes,
and the girl who might be pregnant. So those are the two
Yes.
that might be. I think it's pretty obvious that they're Lucia's friends because they're always very precise with what they show in trailers and stuff, and they let us kind of speculate about that. So I think there's more to come. Like I feel like trailer 1 really showed Lucia's story, but also more of the world, and then trailer 2 was kind of Jason and Lucia. But because we heard about Lucia and not Jason for a while, that's why we've probably heard, more character descriptions for Jason's, side characters. So yeah, I do agree. We probably will get some more Lucia side characters in the next one. And I wonder if there's going to be a website update with even more character descriptions. We'll have to wait and see for that.
I'd say there would be. I'd say there would be because when I think about it, especially because there's still so much left that we still don't know, not only about the map, but also about the characters, the two protagonists, but also the side characters as well. There's still so much that we just don't know. So I think once we do learn more information about, these characters and stuff, and obviously the world, more about the map, and there's also not even just the characters. I'm sure there are still some unconfirmed locations that we still don't know about, and probably some new locations that are yet to be revealed. So those are the things that I'm really, really keen on seeing. So yeah.
I wonder if there is going to be more action in the next trailer because we haven't really seen a lot of action in terms of like explosions and gunfire. We've seen a little. I think the most gunfire we've seen is in the Raul Batista kind of gif, where he's shooting or he's holding this crazy rifle, and you see Lucia and Jason with duffel bags. They just robbed the bank and the police is shooting them. And then also you have Lucia's trailer 2 moment where she has the grenade launcher blowing up the police, which is the wildest shit, you know? I think that that's really fun. And I also feel like those kind of explosions are gonna look very different in the next trailer. Because I feel like simulations and that type of stuff is kind of the thing that you hold on to until the last moment where it's the most beautifully optimized. And you know, because they've been working on explosions probably for like years, right? I feel like every department is working on their own designated thing for all those years and all those months. So I'm really wondering if there's gonna be more action. Also, like car crashes, kind of everything that has to do with simulations, right? So rain, car crashes, explosions, smoke. We've seen some smoke and fire. If Jason in trailer 2 is kind of shoving the guy up against the car, you know, you see a
Mm.
car on fire in the back. So I just wish to see more of that, and indeed also the new locations, man, because either they will show. Here's the thing for me, like trailer 1 and 2, and I've said this a couple of times now, really is just confirming the leaks and catching the normies up who haven't seen the leaks, right? So that they know the information. You know, they purposely put that raccoon in the trash because we've seen that in the leaks, right? And all of those types of things. So, and then they tease a little bit more of what's to come, which is also pretty smart. So I wonder if they will just keep doing that, just keep confirming stuff in the leaks, which I think everybody's kind of caught up by now. Because if you've seen, you know, the mapping project before and after trailer 2, not much has changed. It's just Ambrosia and a little bit more of this and that in Vice City and Port Gellhorn and the Leonida Keys, but we knew kind of what they looked like already. So my kind of prediction for trailer 3 is actually that they will show just new stuff, you know, just the new stuff, new locations. They won't say which locations they are, but just these unknown new locations where we're like, this is not either Mount Kelaga, nor Port Gellhorn, Vice City, Ambrosia, Leonida Keys, or the Grass Rivers, right? This is something new. Where do we put this in the mapping project? So I think that will do something like that, and it might be Gloriana. Um, Somebody yesterday in my live stream said Gloriana is a mix of Florida, Georgia, and Carolina. So that's why the NA at the end of
Mm.
Gloriana, right? Or from North, maybe. I don't know what Carolina looks like, but because I'm European, but yeah, I was like, yeah,
Me
that's
either. Me either.
yeah. And I was like, that's nice, but you know, Florida is already Leonida, so Gloriana cannot be also Florida, right? But yeah, I think
Mm.
we're gonna get a
Mm.
lot of new stuff in trailer 3, man. I think we'll get a lot
Yeah.
of new
Well.
stuff.
Yeah. We should, and I think because Rockstar keeps so many things so tight to their own chest, and there's so many more things that we just still don't know about it. They keep their cards very close to themselves. So I think yes, more potentially, maybe more hints towards Gloriana, more references to Gloriana. Maybe there is something that we may see in the trailer that points to that much more so. I guess we'll just have to wait and see because it was quite noticeable. I mean, I mean, if you did look at it a little bit more in detail with the license plates were was the big one where when the screenshots came out and even with trailer 2 as well, that people picked up on like, oh, why are all these some of these license plates from out of state? Why are they not from just solely
Yeah.
from Leonida? So that was a thing that I questioned after trailer 2 came out, like you did as well, and so many of us creators did. And yeah, I think Rockstar's approach is in trailer 3 is like I said, showing more of the world of Vice City and Leonida, more of the supporting characters, and more on how this relationship between Lucia and Jason is going to be like. So that's the thing that I'm really, really curious to see, and I'm sure a lot of people in the chat would agree. We've got Drew saying, "Is it me or is the stream lagging? Is it lagging?"
I've been afraid to look because you're gonna hear us twice. But
Yeah.
let me do it on my phone, and you can talk a little bit about like the northern side of the map. Whether we're gonna see something like that in trailer 3. I'm very curious about that one.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, Mount Caligan National Park, right? So that from what we understand, is at the northern part of the map, right? So I would say that, considering that's the case, I wouldn't be surprised if Rockstar have taken. It seems like they've taken inspiration from Georgia and included it within the northern part of Leonide, in this case Mount Caliga, based off the description they provided on the website. So, yeah, I really do think that what we're probably going to be seeing is maybe we get a little bit more information about Mount Caliga. That's the thing that I'm interested in seeing. Now, just before I continue on with what I was going to say, because I had a few more things to add, but I'll pause for a moment. Giannis goes, Gloriana is speculated to be Virginia.
Yeah.
Is it really? That's interesting. Speculated to be Virginia. Why is that? If anyone doesn't know, in the chat, Giannis is a part of the mapping project. He is
The goat.
pretty much at the moment, because Dupsor has been taking care of his family. Giannis has taken on himself, from what I can understand, to come up with the different mapping versions of the mapping project thus far. So if you haven't already, make sure to head over to the Discord of the GTA 6 mapping project and keep up to date with all the versions. The latest one being version 8, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. And I saw this TGG video where there was a new website for it too, for the mapping project.
Yeah. I did watch his video as well. Yes. And that was I'm not exactly sure from the top of my head who exactly did the graphics for it or did the map. I'm forgetting his user handle name. I'm forgetting it. It's off the top of my forgetting exactly who it is. But anyways, it looks really great. It's very intuitive. So it does give us, and you can also see like the snapshots as well of the locations of the real life locations and the screenshots as well and the trailers. So it's really, really cool. I like it.
Yeah, we can go take a look at it a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
But I think my stream is set on normal latency, so it's gonna be difficult.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, let's do it another time. Because otherwise you're gonna
that's fine.
react like 5 seconds later.
That's all good.
I cannot really show my screen because the
not a
whole
problem
thing. Okay,
Not a
so
problem.
but it is dope, man, and you know I've been a fan of the mapping project since kind of the beginning. I don't know really when it started for GTA 6, probably right after the leaks, and Dupsor just because he did the GTA 5 one too 10 years ago, like 12 or 13, 14 years ago. It's just the same guy that did the GTA 5 map that was 99% accurate. So I don't know who did Red Dead Redemption 2, because that was also a map that has been projected, basically mapped before the game released, and they basically had everything except New Austin, which is basically the Red Dead Redemption 1 map. But yeah, that map was already out, obviously, but they didn't know that that whole part was gonna be in RER2 as well. So I'm always a big fan of this mapping project, and it's gonna be always fun when you see the trailer. Like when trailer 2 came out, the first shot you got was like the Leonida, and almost everybody was like, "Oh man, the mapping project is gonna have a field day with this one, right?" That's what I love about the mapping project, because whenever you see a new location, you already know, okay, we're gonna get a beautiful update for that map, and we'll be a little bit closer to knowing what it looks like. It's such a magical community thing.
Yeah, I love it. I love our community, and it's because of all the great people within it that come up together with these mapping concepts and the different mapping project versions and updating it. Like Giannis, I don't know how you do it. I really don't know how you go into detail trying to figure out all these things and piecing it together from the trailers and the in real life locations of Florida, Miami. I really don't know how you do it. It's very difficult, I'm sure. I certainly would not know how to do it.
I
But
actually made
yeah, it's insane.
a behind the scenes video of it, of how they do it. I don't
Right.
know what the video is called, but yeah, it's so crazy. They make like 3D projection maps, and
Wow.
and every building is labeled, and it's super crazy how they do it. Like they use coding and stuff. It's literally insane.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah. What else have we got here in the chat? We've got
This is a nice question.
Billy.
I
Billy
think
Conehead, you want to read it out?
yeah. So do y'all want the GTA 6 map to be vague at first, like GTA 5, or unlocked right away, but restricted like GTA 4? You go first.
Very good question. Very, very good question. Hmm. I'm just trying to think of how I want to answer that one. I think that I would like it to probably be like GTA 5, where it's sort of vague and you can sort of explore and go pretty much from memory off the top of my head when you first start playing as so Franklin, isn't it? When you first start playing as Franklin,
Yep.
and I'm pretty sure in like the first after the first mission or whatever with I think it's Simeon, I'm pretty sure from memory after the North Yankton mission, of course. I'm pretty certain that you can just go anywhere from that point onwards. Is that right?
Yeah.
From memory?
Yeah. But the
Yeah.
map is
So with
vague
GC,
if in the menu.
yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I would probably like it to be like that. Do I think it's going to be like that? Probably not. I think it's probably going to be restricted like GTA 4 because of that ankle monitor that,
Yeah.
the theory out there with Lucia's ankle monitor, the fact that, we're in prison, it seems like first, as Lucia, I'm assuming. That's just assuming, of course.
So for me, it's
Yeah.
a little bit difficult because, sorry, in RDR2, the map it's kind of the same as GTA 5, but the way the chapters work makes it feel like these are contained areas that you don't really, sorry, go to before the new chapter begins, right? And you have these camps. And it feels like when you look at the story of GTA 6, it's kind of the same where the camps are now the safe houses. So you go from safe house to safe house. And when you're done with Brian's Marina and the police is after you and you flee to Port Gelhorn, that's kind of when you have the new safe house and you cannot access the basically the Leonida Keys or an area there because you're hunted there by the cops, right? So it might be that it really is unlocked, and it's probably gonna be vague. But um, yeah, the ankle monitor too, man. Huh?
Mm.
It's a difficult question. Maybe the ankle monitor is just for the first couple of missions, and then the whole story kind of opens up the rest of the map. Because with San Andreas, you were in Los Santos, and you couldn't really go to San Fierro and Las Venturas, right? And then San Fierro unlocked, and then Las Venturas unlocked. I kind of really want a locked map because I just want an easy way to get 6 stars, to be honest, and just go mayhem. It
And just
was
go crazy on a stream. GTA Infinity loses his mind going down Ocean Drive. You heard it
yeah.
here first.
Yeah, and it's fun because in GTA 4 you have a motorcycle. You drive through the police in the bridge. You get 6 stars, and you can just see how long you
Yeah,
survive, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Especially if
yeah.
you also have like cheat codes with weapons and stuff. That would be dope. But
Oh
story
man.
wise, yeah, it depends on what you want to be as a player. If you want to go and explore the map, you might want to have a map that's unlocked already. If you just want to play the story, then you're not gonna really be very uh distract, or you're just gonna focus on the story and not really care about the rest of the map until that part unlocks. But also I feel
Mm.
like if you explore the map, the moment that you want to go to a different part of the map, you will be so distracted by all the little live events and little side missions that just pop
Yeah.
up like in RDR2 that you're gonna stay in that part of the map because there's just so much to do.
Yeah, oh my god, it's just literally going to get lost just doing that. Like I bet you there will be like these little mini random events or whatever that we just come across like RDR2 or GTA 5, where you just sort of get lost into. And you're like, oh, what was the mission I was going to do? And that's why a lot of people never complete, or a lot of people don't necessarily complete the main missions of GTA 5 or RDR2 because they just get so lost in Rockstar's worlds. That's just how that's just how good they are.
Yeah, it's insane. Especially with GTA 6, you had I was talking about that. There was like 1,200 events or something, right?
Yeah,
In the
wow.
leaks. And that was in
Yeah.
2022. I also,
Yeah.
and this was something that I have talked about with the Sav live stream, or the roundtable thing. Back then, there were 157, enterable interiors that
Wow.
were listed as the leaks, right? And
Hmm.
now you have game rules saying it's 700. So that's like six times as much as, or five times as much, if it's true, right? In 3 years. So what about events? If that's 1,200, will that be like maybe three times as much now by then? So will you have like 4,000 live events or world events or little things going on? Uh, s- like, because then you are never gonna be bored. You're gonna have to play this game for 5 years and still have stuff in the single player you find, right? Which is, by the way, literally also what happens in RDR2. If you're gonna go play the game now, you will find new stuff and new events, right? It's difficult to have 100% in that game because there's just so much to do. And still, they're just having little Easter eggs in there and little things that happen that don't even apply to the 100% thing. So I think that that's gonna be so crazy. And I also wonder if there's a difference between occurring events when you're driving and walking, because if you're driving, you might drive, um, you know, through the city, and you've missed out on 20 little events, right? So maybe they turn it off, a couple of them when you're driving, and then you have, events that are specifically made for driving, like somebody tried to hijack your car, you know, put the Uno reverse card on the GTA player for once, things like that, like drive-bys, people try to kill you later into the story because of story reasons or whatever. If you're in a place that you are not supposed to be because you're wanted there, things like that, I think would be really cool. And there's just endless opportunities for the stories they want to tell, and the features they want to implement along with it, man. So what do you think is going to happen in terms of like live events? Like what kind of things do you expect there?
Good question. I'm assuming your question is just in relation to just solely the story mode
Yeah,
for the moment.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing is based off what we've seen throughout both trailers, and I mean even the screenshots as well. But I mean, if we just look at trailer one for a moment, excluding trailer two, I'll get to that in a second.
yeah.
But just trailer one, the amount of different scenes we saw of the social media clips of the crazy dual wielding Karen lady, or off the top of my head, I'm just trying to think of what else there was. The girl twerking on the top of the roof of the car, and there's so many other instances as well within that one trailer. Or the other guy grabbing his crotch as well, standing out of his
Yeah,
vehicle in the middle of traffic. Like, I think things like that. Yes, we didn't see as much of that in terms of social media clips within trailer two, but I still think that that is going to have a much more of an emphasis this time around
yeah,
in the game. And I think with live events, I think they're going to integrate the in-game social media type of thing with the live events or with the random encounters that we come across throughout the various NPCs that we interact with. So I think that is what Rockstar's most likely going to do. Or, well, I mean, getting close to the release of the game, obviously they're pretty much finalizing the game at the moment, but most of the majority of that stuff would have been done, if not pretty much everything. But in terms of that, I feel like they're going to integrate that and leverage that type of thing with the social media clips with those events. That's what I think is going to happen if I had to sort of predict and guess.
yeah. I think the social media part wasn't really mentioned in trailer 2, except for the Vice City Baby part where you make a selfie, right? I think it's just because that was a more of a story trailer, and trailer one was more of, okay, this is gonna be the world, and social media, the aspect of that is gonna be very integrated with how the world works, and maybe I don't know, more or less with the characters. We'll have to see. There's some other questions. This one is a quick one from Squid saying, "You had to take a guess, $70 for GTA 6." I think yes. I think it's just gonna be $70, and then you have more expensive things. I don't. I think the whole $100 thing is BS. I think it's just gonna be $70. You think that too, Vice?
If it is going to be $70, I think that if there's any game out there that Take-Two and Rockstar can charge, obviously under their umbrella would be GTA 6 for $100, I mean.
Yeah.
But if it does end up being $70 or $80, I mean, I feel like I don't know. I feel like a lot of people out there that heard those articles about it being $100. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily a really bad thing. I mean, unless you're in like obviously, look, I understand if you're in a really not the best financial situation. Everyone's in a different situation, and I get that. I understand, but I mean, the way the world is nowadays and the way inflation is, like a lot of things cost a lot of money, right? Outside of
Yeah.
gaming, outside of consuming entertainment or whatever it is. But a game that may potentially be $100, like a GTA 6, I feel like there's a lot of value in that, the value proposition of that. You know what I mean?
I do
So I
understand.
think
Yeah.
sorry
Go
to
ahead.
cut you off there just to finish. But I think that if I had to guess, anywhere maybe from 70 to 80, but I'll probably say maybe 80. But I
Yeah.
don't think 100 for the standard edition. I'm talking about just a standard edition here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be $70. You know, Nintendo did $80, and with like Mario Kart and stuff, but people really didn't like it. But they did sell. It's not that it's not gonna sell, but I just feel like if you want to have GTA Online 2 in there, people are gonna have to buy that maybe separately also or something, or have a GTA Plus subscription for the first couple of months. Look, $100 if is worth it, like Yana says. Um, but there's also been like investigations, or what it's called, research, market research, that $100 is less people are gonna buy it than when you make it $70. And so when you have it $70, you actually make more profit because of the people that are buying it, the amount, rather than 100. So I don't really care myself. I'm gonna buy it anyways, the most expensive one. Don't care which how expensive that is. But
Literally.
yeah, man, it's yeah. So that's kind of my answer. What's up to Bogan Bev, man? What's up? How you doing, brother? Hopefully you're doing
Babby,
good.
welcome in, mate.
Hey,
Welcome on in, buddy.
always feel free to join, man. It's all good. Yanis had a question, which I was waiting for to answer, which is, do you think we'll get a physical map with the standard edition? I think so. I think so, yeah. But it's gonna be later that you get it. You're probably gonna get it after release or something, right?
I'd say you would get it if you were to get the physical copy, right? With the standard edition, for example, I would say that I actually disagree. I think you would get it on release. Like if you were to pre-order the game, the physical. I'm talking about just the physical edition here, of course.
Yeah.
If you were to pre-order the physical standard edition, I'd say that the map will come with the disc. I still think there's going to be physical copies. I don't know. This whole thing about I've been seeing online about, oh no, Rockstar's not going to have any physical copies for GTA 6 and Take-Two. No, 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 no. There was something actually that, and I forget. I'm forgetting off the top of my head how accurate it was, but I remember Videotech, I'm pretty sure, put out a post. So this was, I think, about 2024, so last year sometime, if I'm not mistaken. I think there was like something that Take-Two filed via online. I forget exactly where it was, but just off the top of my head, it had listed there like physical, like pamphlets and a physical map within that. I've got it somewhere on my in my folders somewhere on my desktop on my hard drive or SSD, and I'm pretty certain that we'll get a physical map within the standard edition. I'm pretty certain. I don't think Rockstar are going to go all digital. I don't think that's going to
Yeah.
happen.
I wonder if they did it with RDR2, a physical map in the standard edition. Did they do that?
I'm pretty sure I got the standard edition. I think from memory, I think it came with like because I pre-ordered the game. It was just the standard edition. I think from memory, it was like a horse or something like that. That was part of the pre-order bonus. I think I'm forgetting exactly what it was off the top of my head. But then yeah, the physical map did come with that as well. With everything on there. So I'm sure they will do that again. I just don't think they're going to go in the opposite direction. And like I said, go all digital.
I think I agree. I think you convinced me, yeah, because I have this thing where I say, well, if you want to prevent leaks, then the physical edition should come out a week later or something. but they can just put like the download link of the game in the disc, right? Like they do with most games these days, and just have a beautiful little map that you can put on your door or on your wall. I'm definitely gonna, make a plaque or whatever it's called. How do you call it? I'm just gonna
Yeah.
make it
I think you're
beautiful.
right.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
make it beautiful in there.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, and I cannot wait to see the map, and then you have the Yanis map. That's gonna be a
Oh,
dope video, Yanis. Yeah, it's gonna be a
hey,
dope video.
hey.
Comparing
Yes,
the
yes,
map
yes,
with the
yes.
map, bruh. It's gonna be
Yeah, you
crazy.
know what's going to be interesting? You know what's going to be interesting?
Mm.
I thought about this the other day. I like obviously this will probably happen a long time after the game comes out, or maybe it might not, but because we'll be so engrossed in the game and how good it is. But I can't wait to see when people start doing comparisons of the leaked footage back in 2022 and the full version of the game. I can't wait to see how far
Yeah.
Rockstar progressed from that point to when the game comes out. That's the thing I'm keen to see at some point later down the track, because that'll be sort of a good way to sort of measure how far the development of how far Rockstar really progresses with their game when it's pre-alpha to the full release. So I can't wait to see stuff like that as well
Yeah,
at some
man.
point.
I'm. There's gonna be one guy who's gonna take the risk for everybody else to see if it's copyrighted, But I
Yeah.
think at that point they
Yeah,
might
yeah, that's
not
what
care anymore,
yeah.
So it's yeah, I think they're good, So I'm gonna do that definitely, man. I should kind
I know
of
you will.
I should kind of prepare that as actually, because you can just
Yeah,
make
sure.
a template video, and then when the game comes out,
100%.
you can just use it, and then go to the
Ah, that's
same
smart.
locations. So you have Lucia
Yeah.
walking out of the strip club. You just solo that
Ah,
clip, and then you just recreate it. Would
mate,
be
that's
dope.
smart.
Would be dope.
Mate. we
We're
both
gonna let's do it
we both
together,
gave
bro.
each other ideas. Yes,
Yeah,
together.
let's do it together.
Let's do it. Let's do
Okay.
it. Hey, mate. Now we got the collaboration feature on YouTube. We can do that.
Yeah, man. Actually, I wonder if can I do this on this live stream? I don't know. It's gonna be too difficult, but I'll do it after.
Mate.
And I want to
Yeah,
upload
yeah.
this separately anyway, so
Yeah, yeah.
it's gonna be
No,
dope.
that's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
You wanted to say something before we go to the next one?
I don't know if I had anything else to say. Was this? Hang on, I'm just scrolling up here. We covered. What did Yana say? The variable price. Zelnick talked about his worrying. I don't think it's going to cost more than 80.
I have a question here
Yeah.
from Ferruz Khan, I think is his name, with
Ah, yes.
beautiful baby right there
Yes,
in
we
the
missed your
middle.
question.
Yeah, our answers are so long, but that's great because we have a lot to talk about. Yo, boys, what's up, brother? My question is to Vice, so this one's for you. I just finished
Mhm.
watching this new video, and now I'm pretty sure that GTA 6 cannot be delayed till late 2026 due to Max Payne. What do you think about it?
Yeah. So about that, interestingly, if anyone didn't or hasn't watched my video yet that I came out with, so I came up with this video, not too long ago. Rockstar Intel came out with an article, about probably a day, maybe 2 days ago. It might have been earlier than that, saying that the CEO of Remedy. So if you guys actually let me backtrack, give you some guys some contextual information if you haven't watched the video and if you don't know about the situation with the Max Payne 1 and 2 remakes. So if you didn't know, back in early 2022, Rockstar and Remedy Entertainment, Remedy who developed the original Max Payne 1 and 2 titles, signed an agreement with Rockstar Games to remake Max Payne 1 and 2, which, from what we can understand, based off that article and based off what I mentioned in the video, is that it has been in full development for about 15 plus months. And considering Remedy Entertainment with one of their recent games they came out with, which was Alan Wake, apparently based off that and based off their scheduling of their release timeframes of their games that they work throughout and during development, that takes about a couple years. So based off what Rockstar Intel said, they said that the game is scheduled to be on track for late 2026. Now, what does that mean in relation to GTA 6? Well, we know GTA 6 is scheduled to come out on May 26. Obviously, we know that. But worst case scenario, let's say if it were to get delayed, it probably won't. I'm not saying that because it's going to be because of Max Payne, but that may be an indicator because Take-Two Interactive, if you don't know, Rockstar Games' parent company, they own the Max Payne franchise. They obviously own the GTA franchise, considering that they're the parent company. So as a result, based off that, I'm not saying that that is the sole reason it won't get delayed, but it could be an indicator of it not getting delayed further beyond to late 2026 for GTA 6, that is. Hopefully that makes sense. Did I explain that pretty thoroughly? Hopefully I did.
I think you did, yeah. For me, I wonder, like, because these companies are, I mean, Max Payne is obviously within Rockstar Games, but shouldn't that be just a whole separate kind of department that are doing things there?
So technically, Max, like, sorry, let me backtrack there. So Remedy are the ones developing it.
Oh yeah,
Rockstar are
sorry.
just the ones publishing it, from what I can understand. And because Take Two doesn't necessarily, the Take Two doesn't necessarily like to release, not doesn't necessarily like to release two of their franchises close to one another. Like they wouldn't want to release Max Payne 1 and 2 close to GTA 6, not because that's going to hurt GTA 6's sales, but because, you know, it's GTA 6, everyone's going to buy GTA 6 regardless of the fact. But it would most likely hurt Max Payne 1 and 2 in terms of the remake. So they would like to give it enough breathing room for them to release further apart, if that makes sense. But I'm not
Yeah,
saying that that is the sole reason as to why GTA 6 may not get delayed. There's other, obviously, factors to take into account, external factors like, you know, that maybe their Rockstar haven't got the game ready by May. So, you know, obviously that's a factor to take into account in terms of the development. So, yeah, I guess we'll just have to wait and see, really.
yeah, and then you obviously also have like the RDR2 remake and the GTA 4 remake that's allegedly being worked on. But to be honest,
Yeah.
I haven't really seen any like confirmation or like super like clear evidence that they're working on it. So, you know, is there like really clear 100% like, okay, they're actually working on this thing, or is it just like little things here and there?
So, based off what I understand, it is always very difficult to tell because, you know, obviously I've been doing this for, you know, on the channel, I've been doing this for a few years. So I know you've been keeping up with it Infinity as well, but I know that in terms of trying to figure out who's the most reputable source, who's not, because I mean, like, it can be difficult at times. I tell you guys that are in the chat at the moment, it can be so difficult for us creators to try and verify information.
Yeah.
It is so hard. Like, literally, there are so much bullcrap out. There's so much bullcrap out there that is just fed out online that you just people just believe and are so gullible to like believe straight away because they just don't know who are the right or reputable enough sources. Um, but going back to your question, Infinity, in relation to if or like if the was it the RDR2 remakes, if they're going to be, or if they are like 100% or
Yeah.
like if they're
How do we
in the
know
works at the
for
moment.
sure they're in the works? Yeah.
Mm, mm. So I know that based off what Tez Funds 2 said, if you don't know, Tez Funds 2 is he's a GTA data miner, and he looks at the back end of certain things. I think he may, I'm just saying may, I'm not saying for sure, I know 100% for sure, but he may have some connections or something like that within the know. Maybe it is potentially, it's just me saying potentially here, maybe he has some connections over at Rockstar, some sources there internally, who knows. But based off how trustworthy he has been over the past with GTA Online news and whatever, I'm reporting on that. It does seem like what he has said that a GTA 4 port is real, and same as the RDR2 one as well. Not only because of what Tez Funds 2 said, because of another source as well, who has been correct in the past, and Nate the Hate. If you haven't checked out his Twitter, check it out. But he has been correct in the past, from what I can understand, from memory off the top of my head, predicting, I think it was Oblivion, the Oblivion remaster, I think, from what I can understand, Elder Scrolls Oblivion. And he got that right. And some other things he has gotten right in the past as well. And apparently he knows that the RDR2 port is real as well. And apparently is meant to be coming to the Switch 2 and, well, the current gen consoles as well. He just doesn't know when.
Yeah.
So I'd say both of them are in the works. We just don't know when they're going to be
Yeah.
released.
Yeah, that's very reputable if the guy had one thing that he had right. And obviously the guy is data mining a lot of stuff. He also did the websites, right? The in-game GTA 6 websites, the domains of the WhatsApp
Yeah,
and the thing like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Test funds too. Yeah, test funds too has been great at that. Like, I don't know how he really does it. To be perfectly honest, I have no clue. But he's done it with GTA Online for so long, so yeah, he seems like he knows what he's doing, and that's why when he reports on it, yeah, that's why you take it with a bit more weight.
yeah, yeah. The real Kratos has a question, kind of back to the physical thing. Is I have a question. When RDR2 released, it came with two discs. Do you think it could be the same situation with GTA 6, or just have the one disc? I don't really know, man, because I don't know how much they're gonna put on the disc in order to prevent leaks. In my opinion, it might be just one, and it has like a portion of the game, and the rest you will need to download. That's kind of my thing. I don't know if there were any like leaks of RDR2 either before release, like a couple of days before, because people got early copies. Do you know about that or?
Mm, I'm just trying to remember from memory. Oh, geez. I remember more about funnily enough. Even though I was younger, I was following along more with GTA 5 at the time. Even though I pre-ordered RDR2, I was doing my final exams at the time when RDR2 came out. Literally, I was during exams and I was playing RDR2. I swear to God.
Worth it.
I,
Did you pass?
I was literally playing. I was playing for. Yeah, I did well. I did well.
Nice.
But I don't know how. But
Yeah.
and yeah. Anyways, so from memory off the top of my head, I'd probably assume that there was probably something that would have gotten leaked out a couple days before, because I mean it's a couple days before. I remember before GTA 5 came out. I remember this. I remember this when I was about, well, at the time, yeah, because it came in September 2013. I was about 13 at the time, and I remember like probably a few days, probably a week before, seeing clips of Franklin, people playing with
Yeah.
Franklin stuff and smashing into vehicles and
Yeah.
wheels coming off. And yeah, I remember that. So I would probably say there's going to be that's going to reoccur again if I had to
Yeah.
guess.
If if you had a physical copy that you could get for like $500 4 days before release, like May 20, let's say May 23rd, like 3 days before release, would you do it?
Probably.
Yeah. Even though, because
You
you
know
can
what?
make videos already, right?
Well, I mean, that's right. That's right. Look, look. If there's any game that I'd do that for, it's GTA 6. I wouldn't do it for
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, I remember like when Call of Duties used to come out, just a week
yeah,
before, you would all have all these live streams on these, web, like these illegal live stream websites, right? That you really had to Google, like deep Google for, like go to page 4 or something to find them, and they would play in their like bot match and stuff. And I had the same thing with GTA 5, where just I think about a week before release, people were just uploading just the game, right? And it's like leaked gameplay, but it's just them playing GTA 5. I really love that. It was so much fun, but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just Franklin on the green motor, just driving. And you can still find those. Like I'm trying to condition my YouTube algorithm on my GTA Infinity homepage to have these 13-year-old videos, of the leaks and stuff from GTA 5, because I think it's just really interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
100%. It's really cool seeing all the older stuff, and especially as well because the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 versions of GTA 5, the 7th gen consoles, I remember them being obviously very different graphically, of course, like I'm sure you do as well. But there are actually some differences between that version and the current version that we got now. Like back then, I remember playing, like I was saying earlier, if anyone picked up on it, when when you smashed into like a vehicle going like, I don't know, 100 kilometers or really fast or whatever, in a car, yeah, the front tires would come off. But in the current versions, it's not as easy as to do that.
yeah,
But back then, it was much easier to do that. I don't know why they nerfed it, but it was so cool doing that.
for GTA 5,
Yeah. The original 360 and
I think I
PS3
know
versions. You go back
why.
and play it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You know what?
because of the first person mode. because there's stuff
Yeah.
like the roof caving in too
That's
much and you
yeah.
clip
That
through
would make
it. And
sense.
but honestly, and that's I liked the PS3 version more, to be honest, because you had these details like, and I hope GTA 6 will not compromise, destruction in vehicles and stuff just because of the first person mode. um yeah, like, I just hope that if something falls on the top of the car, if you have another car falling on the car that you're sitting in, then you're basically just squished, right? Like something like that. And in first person, you
Yeah.
can't, maybe you cannot even, you duck down or something. Like, but that's maybe
Yeah.
a little bit too crazy. But
Yeah. I wonder how they're gonna. Sorry, I cut you off. You were finishing something. Sorry.
I was already finished. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I wonder how they're gonna do this in GTA 6 when, when that sort of thing happens, like how in GTA 5 when the car gets crumpled, the roof gets caved in. How are they gonna? I wonder how they're gonna tackle that. I'd be really interested to see because, I mean, based off what we've seen throughout, one screenshot in particular that comes off the top of my head. I think it's in. I think it's a Leonida Keys from memory. Is that like a car wash? I think it's a Keys, or maybe it's Ambrosia.
Oh, with the big
And
old, yeah.
yeah. And you got like the infotainment system there. You got a lot of things happening inside the vehicle, the interiors. And based off what we've seen, throughout the September 22 leaked footage, in a couple of the scenes that we saw, you're able to adjust the steering wheel. It seems like you're able to recline the seats, and you're able to bring them forward
Yeah.
and up as well. And I don't know if that was just the developer screwing around with maybe some tools or something like that, or if we're actually going to be able to do that in game, which I hope we will be able to. But I wonder how they're going to tackle that because I mean, when the roof gets caved in, how's that going to affect the interior of the vehicle when you're driving? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's I don't know how they're going to tackle that. Be really interested to see.
I think, like, for me the main thing like that would make logic in terms of that, because I know what leak you talk about. I think it might be a physics system thing where, like, if the car is driving and you go into first person, you see things like rattle, like, really subtly, like, right? So for example, um like uh the thing that the mirror, the car mirror, but like the where the girls do their makeup in, that mirror. It's like you see it move a little bit or something, or maybe it's just for
Mm.
like animations and cutscenes and stuff that they do special things with it. I had this idea when Trailer 2 was still the only one, where you have the fat dude that kind of points his finger at you, right, in the trailer.
Yeah.
So when he gets into Jason's car, you know, the seat of the car needs to go back a little. So he does that, you know, and it is kind of integrated with the NPC system even. Um, so like those little animation details, like to make it look more natural and real. I think that might be the point of those things. Or there was also a leak where you have all sorts of car options, right? Car management. So maybe that has something to do with it. It's really difficult to
Yeah.
guess.
Uh, of course, of course. Well, I mean, based off the leak footage as well, I don't know if you remember. I think you might have been alluding to that just then. Are you referring to the vehicle options, like to access the vehicle controls menu?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. But I guess the thing is with the leaks, because I mean, we reference it, but it's so long ago now that
yeah.
a lot of different changes probably have been made since then, or most definitely would have been. But yeah, Giannis goes. I'm guessing they would have a really advanced collision system where if your head reacts to the roof and doesn't poke through. What do you think of that?
If your head reacts to the roof and it doesn't pike through, yeah, that's what I was saying. When if a car drops on your car and you're sitting in the car, um, you just go down basically, right? Your character goes
Yeah,
down, and
yeah,
that would be a collision system where the roof and your character's head basically know of each other, and so that's how they know that something should happen there. I think that's gonna be that. And there's also like little. I love these little things in the leaks, right? There was this shot where a police officer. It's like in the testing map, right? Um, where you have just no textures and it's just testing, and you play as, or you don't really play. You see a police officer shooting Lucia, and Lucia is just idle, right, and doing nothing.
Yeah.
And there is different heights of cover, and based
Yeah.
on where he walks, and it's an NPC, it's a police officer, you see him go more up and up and up and up and up, and I think that that's really dope, and I think that might also be a character gameplay thing, and I still think, I don't know if that was game rule leaked or somebody else, but I always thought there was going to be an automatic cover system. Like, I don't know if you've played Last of Us Part 2, but basically
Yes.
you don't have to push a button to take cover. You just kind of
Yes.
go there and the game knows, okay, you're next to the big box.
Yeah.
You're probably
Yeah.
taking cover. And so I think they're going to advance that because it's just easier. It's easier for everybody. For all the newbies, it's one button less to push, and those kind of optimizations are things that I would really appreciate. And it's really that thing of, are those things really gonna be in the game, or did they change it? For example, the prone, where game rule says, well, the prone is not anymore in there, or maybe they took it out temporarily because there was something going on, and that developer that is tipping off game rule didn't know that it's a temporarily takeaway of the feature. So I'm really wondering, and that's why I'm kind of excited now. Now that you mentioned it, like a couple minutes ago, not only just to show the graphics enhancements of the leaks, but also really the features that are missing in the end game and that are being built upon, that are way better in the main game compared to what we've seen, and bigger than we ever thought that would be in terms of like features and stuff. I'm really excited about that. Um,
Yeah. 100%.
there's this
100%.
other question from T. Burton, and he said, "So I had a thought. So Project Americas was apparently toned down. What if that was sort of transition to online? So they hopefully do a plan for expansion online into Project America's scale." And I had this theory also on the Sev roundtable, and everybody kind of clowned me for that. It wasn't that bad, but they just disagreed with me. Where I said, okay, you have Leonida and you have GTA 6's story, cool. Then you have online, right? And then they introduce new map expansions, like a whole new Liberty City, or a whole new like San Fierro from San Andreas, or Las Venturas, and then they introduce it before that map goes online with a single player DLC story. And the main reason is because if you have a whole new place, you cannot just put it in GTA and that's it. You have to have a storyline to introduce the vibe of the city, the NPCs, the culture there, and the theme of what it is to live there, in order to inspire the GTA Online world and the missions and stuff. And I think it didn't really work in terms of sales with GTA 4. They didn't really make a lot of money with it, I feel like. But now, because it's directly attached to online and there's so much benefit to having a new map in online in terms of making profit, um, I think the story mode DLC is very possible, and a very natural way to introduce the map and to consider as a business strategy also. So, what do you think about that? Because I think that's the real Project Americas. I felt like Project Americas is still the thing they want to do, but it's like the start is Leonida, and then they expand to the rest of America.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I actually agree with you in the sense that based off what we know from what Jason Try said back in middle of 2022 in an article he came out with, he mentions in there that yeah, Rockstar did really scale down the map. Like initially, it was meant to be really big, like Project Americas. We're meant to see a lot more than what we're seeing at the moment, but it got scaled down much more so. And the map was obviously looking huge at the moment. But yeah, it was meant to be, from what I can understand, the exact wording used was large swaths of North and South America. So based
Mm,
off that wording, South America meaning South American countries, potentially ones that are closest to, in this case, Florida, right?
yeah.
Leonida. So I think with the story mode DLC, I do think I partly agree in the sense that I think there is going to be some type of potentially story mode DLC, but not in story mode, if that makes sense, but integrated within into online. So,
Mm,
like, how I think I mentioned this on one of my previous live streams that how with GTA Online they came out with the contract DLC with Franklin and Dr. Dre, right?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
So they brought Franklin back, they brought Trevor back in the past, but considering the timeline of GTA Online is up to current day, post 2021, if I'm not mistaken, the contract DLC with Franklin and bringing him back and integrating him into online from story mode as a story mode character was Rockstar saying, "Hey, you remember the story mode DLC that we're going to do back in 2014? We're going to test it here and see how we go with bringing Franklin back, bringing Lamar back, and getting Dr. Dre in there and seeing how that goes with potentially perhaps maybe testing for potential in-game celebrities that they want to introduce into GTA 6 online, or like leaks that we've heard about, potentially maybe even like musicians like T-Pain being included, and other musicians and celebrities as well that have been rumored out there to be included within GTA 6 to some degree. I really would not be surprised if we see like the story mode characters from GTA 6 being integrated into GTA 6 online, whether that's Jason or Lucio or potentially some of the other supporting cast characters being included within online as the story mode DLC from story mode, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Does that make
Yeah.
sense? Yeah.
Because we've
That's what
had
I that's what I think. That's what I think.
the short trip missions, right? With Franklin and
Yeah.
Lamar, that you could choose, or in the game kind of chose who was who. And I think that that was really nice. Um, so they did it in that way. I still think it's just gonna be an online little or an offline story because that way you can kind of double dip. You know, you have like it's gonna be like $20 or something to play the story mode. And it's gonna be a short one, you know, and yeah, kind of like the Ballad of Gay Tony or Lost and Damned, but it's just in a on a new map. And I think that that would be a nice way. I do see the way you describe it, where you basically transfer it over immediately to online. Um, it could be possible, but I just wonder how it works. You could make it an event where you just fly your online character over to the other map. But I feel like to set up characters in the new map and the new story, uh, a lot of the GTA 5 mission givers and missions are basically based on what's being introduced before it in the single player. So it's really hard for me to think of a way to just put a new island in there basically and not have any sort of proper introduction to the vibe and the world there, because it's a whole different city, it's a whole different culture
Yeah.
there, so
Actually, I just thought of something. Maybe they could do both. Like maybe we have, like you said, a story mode DLC introduction to, let's say, Cuba, for example,
yeah.
right? So you have a story mode introduction DLC to Cuba in the story mode offline, and then when you come to online, an update comes out, and then you have Cuba, and then that's when your character gets introduced to the main character from the story mode, for example. Maybe that could be a way that they could do it.
Yeah, so
There's so many ways, but yeah, that could be a
that's
way.
kind of, so either um you get it first with GTA Plus or something, or you just pay like $20
Mm,
and then it unlocks the thing,
yeah.
and then you can be one of the first to play it online. And I do think the online mission givers starts maybe with the side characters of the story mode DLC, or maybe even the main characters, because it doesn't really matter, to be honest. You can just do with online whatever you want. But I feel like it's just a nice little double dip also financially for Rockstar Games. people are willing to pay to play, the story mode early before it comes out in online. And then
That's
in
true. I'd be
online,
willing.
yeah,
We'll both be willing.
it's the same for us. We want to play GTA 6 before the game comes out online, which is kind of an
Yeah.
unfair comparison because it's the whole game we see for the first time. But yeah, I see. I think it's only logical for them to do that way, and also people want a story mode. It's kind of both, the best of both worlds, because you have people who want just the story mode and are story mode players, and then also you have people who are really into the online and they see, oh, there's a new map coming out, and now right now the only way to play it is for to get the story mode first, right? So they want their own little taste of what it is going to be in online, and I think that's just the best way to go about it. Like, yeah.
No, that's a really good way. That's a really good way of doing it. Yeah. I think, look, if they do it in the sense that it's just story mode DLC offline and it's like a $20 DLC but doesn't relate to online, I don't know how, because I feel like they're going to somehow attach it to online if they do that.
It's going to be intertwined, yes. That's my
Yeah, I
idea.
think it would be. I think it would be intertwined. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically it comes out a month or like a couple of 2 weeks before it goes online, basically to
Yeah.
incentivize people to
Yeah.
look at the map, and then the story
Smart.
mode is kind of a
Smart.
plus for it to set the stage of what kind of missions you can expect, or the tone. Maybe Liberty City is back and it's way more dark and gritty in terms of tone than Leonida, right? And they can play with themes like that. So that's kind of what I think. Let's go back to the chat, see, because there's a lot of chats going here.
I know.
And we are, let's see. Loving the amazing stuff that's being said about GTA 6. Um, let's see, man. There's so many things. I personally don't think it won't be new DLC stories to introduce the map expansions for online, but new main GTA games. So you think it's gonna go 6, 7, 8, and they still use GTA 6 online mode? Oh, I don't know about that one. Um,
Yeah, I disagree with that.
Let's see, Walter White. Hey guys, nice to see you doing streams together. Really positive energy, always, man. It's always a nice time to talk to Project Vice, and probably vice versa. I hope. We have a Cyberboy fan in here. What are you
Oh, do
doing in
we?
my swamp? Because he has a Shrek thing. Love the content, fellas. Love your profile picture, man. Cyberboy
That's
fan.
awesome. That's awesome,
Um,
man.
Squid, do you think trailer 3 is gonna have us forget the trailer 2 because of how good it's gonna be? No, I still watch trailer 1 a lot of the times, even though trailer 2 is out. But it's very difficult to imagine trailer 1 with the trailer 2 graphics. You ever try doing that?
What was that again? Sorry.
So imagining trailer 1 but with the trailer 2 graphics, with the enhancements, like,
Oh.
because it's very
Oh.
difficult. Like the balcony shot, like the body would look way better in terms of how it looks with the new thing, the new graphics. And like my favorite shot of the whole trailer 1 and 2 is with trailer 1, when this pink car is driving into the like car meet, um like, that shot.
Yeah. In the Winwood scene,
I don't know the
the
name.
graffiti, the
Yeah, with the
graffiti scene,
graffiti. Yeah,
the low
man.
riders. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my favorite shot. And I wonder how much better, because that one is almost impossible to look even better, I feel like. It already looks like super real. It's insane.
It's great.
Um,
I remember this, like watching trailer one, and that scene that you're referring to. It kind of looks like a real shot of like a street within Miami, doesn't it? Daytime it looks
yeah,
insanely good. Like daytime looks insanely good. Like it looks, it's crazy. It looks
it's
crazy how
it's
good it
insane.
looks.
Yeah, especially because that one was first person, like, or it was like, yeah, basically first person shot. And it's when you don't see a character in the middle of the screen, like like feeling like you control a character, so it feels like you're watching a game. Here it's like somebody filming it from their car, right? So it's just really realistic, and just the lighting, and you see like the drift spots on the ground, and the lighting is insane. It's the color spectrum is also like really good. They're killing it, man. They're killing it.
Yeah,
Uh,
they're cooking. They be
they're
cooking.
they're cooking. So I don't think trailer 3 will have us forget trailer 2. I think we'll go even more back to trailer 2. For me, trailer 1 is feels so nostalgic, like it's a 20-year-old trailer or something.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
It's like you really have this. I at least I have like this really specific feeling when I watch that trailer again.
Yeah, well, there's nothing like the first trailer. Look, I love trailer 2, and obviously trailer 2 is obviously definitely better from a graphical standpoint than trailer 1, obviously, because the game's much more progressed in terms of the development of it. Yes, obviously, but because GTA 6 trailer number 1 was, the first trailer, seeing that all officially for the first time, obviously, we saw the leaks and stuff, but seeing it officially from Rockstar was insane. Like, seeing everything. And I think I like the style of trailer 1 more than 2, and what we saw, like specifically. Trailer 2 is more slower pace. Trailer 1's more in your face. I
Yeah.
like trailer 1 a lot.
Yeah, and it's like a music video, and when Lucia turns around for the first time, you're all there already like, this is the
Yeah,
character graphics.
I know.
This is
I know.
crazy. And
Yeah, the best part. Oh, sorry, you go. You keep
yeah,
going.
go ahead.
I was just going to say the best part about trailer 1 was at the end. I made so many posts on it at the time. Was when Lucia kicks down the door down. Oh,
Yeah.
that was so. And it was like boom, and then the logo comes up for the first time.
Oh
Now seeing that
yeah.
for the first time,
The
I'm getting goosebumps
music.
talking about it.
Ding 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 ding
Yeah.
ding. It's a long, long road.
Long
And while they said it's a
road.
long road, you see fall 2025, and you're like,
Yeah,
oh, that's
it's
like,
so long away, and now we're
yeah.
here,
And now we're here.
but it's delayed.
And it's again. It's, oh man. We gotta do a podcast when the game is finally out, and we're like,
Yeah. Of
yeah,
course, man.
it's like the game is out. What do we do now? Like, we've
Man,
been waiting.
I know. That's one of the most scariest things, right, for us creators. I've been thinking about it, and I'm sure you've probably been thinking about it as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, when it's out, of how difficult and chaotic it's really going to be, because there's a lot of people, a lot of YouTubers, creators that are going to be staying up all hours of the night trying to get everything done. I think for me, I don't know about you, but I think for me, I like my sleep, so I'm probably going to prioritize that. Even if it's like 5, 6 hours, I'm going to get some sleep. But some people are crazy, just going 24, 36, 48 hours and I'm sleeping. Like, I just think that's crazy. But, I'm sure Speed will be doing that.
I think I'm just gonna hire an editor, to be honest with you. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
because
that's right. I remember you talking to me about this. Yeah.
yeah, and we've talked about some other stuff like behind the scenes, how I want to approach it. But
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna start with an editor, because
Yeah.
I don't have time to edit. Editing takes long, especially if you're gonna make a GTA 6 gameplay video, right? It's something we're not used to.
Yeah.
And so
This is.
and it's gonna be busy, and we're gonna get views anyway. So it's not really like it's a wrong investment or anything. My chair is really but yeah, so yeah, that way you can make a lot of videos, you can just pump out a lot of videos and still just kind of chill, and you can just keep your sleep, and I think
Yeah.
that's the best way to do it.
How does that work with it? Because I mean, you gotta wait for them to send it back across. So that's the only thing I get worried about. Like, how long that's going to take, and the process of them sending it back, and I get worried about that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
You know?
long, it
Yeah,
takes a day
that's
or
the thing.
something. But then
Yeah, well,
again,
that's the thing.
you can make videos, you can
About
do it
other things. Yeah,
simultaneously, right?
yeah,
You can
true,
make
true.
videos and have the editor make videos at the same time. And that way it's
Yeah,
like you can make the videos where if you know you need to put it out immediately, that's the video you'll be making. And then videos that will have a little bit more longevity doesn't really matter if you put it on now or tomorrow or in 3 days or 2 days or something. You just hand that over to the editor. You kind of have to be a little bit strategic about it, And that's just in the moment. You gotta make decisions, and I
Yeah,
honestly
that's gonna be
think,
tough.
yeah, but also I think it's not gonna be that big of a deal because I feel like I'm just gonna make like 3 4 videos a day for the first like couple weeks. I'm
Yeah,
just
I
gonna
mean,
go
I think
ham,
a lot of us are gonna be doing that. Yeah.
and they're not gonna be very special. It's just gonna be short like things.
Yeah, they're gonna have to be. They can't be, these crazy edited long 20-minute videos, 15 map breakdown videos or anything like that. It's gonna
Yeah,
have to be like, because if you look back at GTA 5, right, and I'm sure you've probably done this with, Boss Man back in the day and Saints Fan, all those guys, and Ollie 43 and Gitchy 123. A lot of those guys back in the day, before, well, I mean, the early days of GTA 5 when it first came out. You look at the times on those videos, like 3-minute videos, 5-minute videos.
yeah, but that was
It
also the
wasn't anything
culture
too
of
long.
YouTube at the time, where long
True,
videos
true,
weren't,
true. It's a good point.
preferred, right? So,
Yeah,
and
it's
it
true.
was normal. It was weird if you would make a 6 minute video. They're gonna say like, "Oh, this is a long
Yeah, it's a good point.
video." So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's kind of funny because back then the way monetization worked is it doesn't matter how long your video is, you're gonna get your money. It's gonna be this. It's not gonna be more money if your video is longer. Now it is. If you make a 2 hour
Yeah,
video, like it's it's
that's a good
it's
point.
crazy.
Yeah.
Uh, but like for week 1 and 2, it's just people want to have like this is what I said yesterday in a live stream. There's two types of audiences: people who play the game and want to know more and want to discover things through YouTube, or people who don't play the game and they would just want to have they want to be entertained with GTA 6 gameplay, right? And I think you said what you want to do. That's basically for the people who play the game, right? So findables and tips and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And then one thing I want to do is just funny moments. I've already talked,
Yeah, you'd be good at that. I know you would be good at that.
it's gonna be fun.
I feel like you'd be better at that than me, to be perfectly honest. Like compilations and stuff. I feel like you'd be good at that. I'm not saying I wouldn't be, but I feel like you'd be able to do that a bit better with compilations. I feel like for me, I think I could be I don't know. It's hard to say because it is hard to say, I guess, because I've been so used to doing, speculation and theories and news and updates and stuff compared to when the game's out doing how-to videos or like you said, like compilation videos or
Yeah.
this and that. That's the thing that's going to be, I guess, difficult to probably transition into like with a click of the fingers, like straight away, because like the game's out. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's going to be it's going to be a challenge, but it's going to be fun at the same time as well.
Well, the beautiful thing is the first video is probably just gonna be your first reactions. I would recommend you put your
Yeah.
face cam on there,
Oh yeah, yeah,
and then
100%. Yeah,
because in 10 years you're gonna look back at that video like, wow, this is my first reaction, right? You can see a big old smile.
yeah,
I'm thinking about doing something like that too,
yeah. I
and
think that's important.
yeah, and I think you'll get a lot of inspiration to make videos and what types of videos the longer you play the game and for me I don't think I'm gonna live stream like the whole thing. I don't even know
No.
if I'm gonna live stream at all, to be honest with you, but I
Yeah.
am
I
gonna.
don't know.
Yeah, it's because you just want to play, right? You don't want to have people spoiling in the chat and stuff. But what I do want to do is just record everything I play in case,
Yeah, of course.
because you always need gameplay, right? And one thing I also want to do, and I talked to my community already about this, and probably to you as well, is people, as soon as the game come out, people are going to be able to send me clips and I'll feature them in my videos, like to have funny moments. Because if
Yeah,
I
that'd
do
be good.
that, I can just send all these clips to my editor, hopefully when I have it. And then, yeah, the community basically helps making content so that I can focus on like bigger projects when I play the game myself and I have more time. So it's basically kind of free videos, but it's
Yeah.
it's but it's also a beautiful community project, and
Yeah.
maybe I'll do
Yeah.
something where those people are more likely to be invited to online lobbies when we go online and we play with other YouTubers and the fans and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
so I
And
think
that's gonna be
that's
fun.
That's gonna be really fun. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Because I mean, look, the thing is at the moment, over the last, many months that we've been doing this, that I've been here on your channel. I've been here once the other or another time back, it wasn't May, and then you came on my channel later on in the year, well, July, wasn't it, that we spoke off air about this. Um and I'm just so hyped for like the community to come together, especially when it comes to online, right? With us YouTubers getting together, and I've mentioned this numerous times to you, and you've mentioned it to me as well. Like I just can't wait for that. I'm just like itching at it right now for us to like I wish it was out right now, so we could just
Yeah.
all do it together. You know what I mean? Because it's a surreal moment. It really is it's going to be a surreal moment when the story comes out, when the online comes out. Us, the community coming together. It's going to be pandemonium. Like where a video is going to come out with, this YouTuber doing this YouTuber doing that, or the fans coming together with the YouTubers, the fans interacting, coming online, the lobbies and stuff, mate. That's what it's all about, really, with the online from a long-term perspective, because the story mode is obviously going to be, great, I'm sure. I hope it is going to be a good story with Lucia and Jason, but that's going to, we're going to get to the point where we're going to finish the final mission, and then that's going to be done. And we don't know how much non-linearity there's going to be, how much replayability there's going to be in terms of alternate endings, or if there's going to be just one ending. But maybe it's like RDR2, where there's like some type of maybe a relationship type of system, like the honor system in RDR2, where there's some different sort of ending, I guess, depending on the honor system, or in this case, potentially a relationship love system. And after that's done, it's the online, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm really hyped for, with the community coming together.
Yeah, and the thing is also, when GTA 6 Online isn't out yet, you can kind of prepare for the possibilities of what you can do, right? And you can have ideas. I think it's, the release shouldn't be stressful, but more just fun and exciting. And I think that
Yeah.
that because we might have a little bit of almost stage fright for when the game comes out, because it's going to be
Oh
a big
yeah.
change in terms of uh, the content, and will people keep watching and all that type of stuff. But honestly, man, I'm just super excited. We're gonna play the game, right? We're gonna play the game. We're gonna make videos. We're gonna see what's fun and explore, and you can see the whole community explore, right? So it's yeah, man, I'm just really excited for that. And who knows where we end up a year after release in terms of videos and creators and collaborations and all that type of stuff. I think it's gonna be uh, amazing, man. To the point where probably some of us will meet in real life, and we'll have videos like vlogs or something, maybe, or whatever. We'll do like a LAN party or something with GTA 6. Have like 5 PlayStation 5s next to each other, like those types of things would be super cool.
Mate.
Um, and the RP servers and all of that. Like, people don't really talk about their plans with that, but it, it's gonna be really dope, man. It's yeah.
Right, that's going to be awesome. You're getting me so hyped and excited for stuff like that. Like literally, you know, obviously at the moment we've been talking about, the game coming out, the trailer 3 and pre-orders and this and that. But at the end of the day, once it's out, it's going to be out for a long time, and we're just going to love it, and we're going to appreciate the art that Rockstar has created and designed for all of us. And yeah, that's the thing that I'm really, really, really excited for, obviously, but also, yeah, like I said, the community getting together, and us YouTubers getting together and growing, and the community growing. And yeah, it's a very cool thing. It's a very cool thing.
Yeah, man. I saw this comment in the chat from Abdullah saying the site updated today, which we've both made a video about. I think you made one too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and he said, just like in 2023, back then they updated their site and then said, "See you next month." And he says, "I expect it to happen again." So yeah, Yeah, like for me, I think this is a great sign that we're getting something soon. Maybe even an announcement of an announcement, or something like that. I feel like pre-orders will definitely be announced, or next month they'll shadow drop something. But this is definitely a first step into the next step. I feel like, man.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I really do think like there is going to be something coming soon, whether it is over the course of this next week. Because I mean, obviously next week is, if anyone doesn't know, if you haven't been keeping in the loop, it is the Take Two earnings call next week on, well, November 6th. Technically November 7th my time, but yeah, November 6th. And yeah, I think it's this is the highest chance. I've said it. My one of my most recent videos, not the one I just came out with, but the last one before that I came out with, I said that at this point in time is the highest chance that we
Yeah,
are going to be likely receiving something from Rockstar because of obviously the earnings call coming up beforehand, Rockstar coming out with something new, like a trailer 3 attached with pre-orders or whatever it is, something new related to GTA 6 to drive up, interest for the game, obviously for us, but of course for the investors as well for Take Two. So I really do think that, you know, this next period over this next week, surely something has got to happen. And look, like I said also as well in the video, it's not a guarantee. Of course, we're creators, we're YouTubers. We don't have insider knowledge. We don't know. We don't have conversations with Sam Hauser. Saying like, oh, we're gonna have some tea with Sam Hauser, some coffee with Sam Hauser. Say, hey Sam, so trailer 3 is coming out next week, yeah? Oh yeah, yes, it is coming out next week. No, well we don't know that, right? So you know that's the thing. So
yeah.
I do think that something is going to be happening over the course of this next week, hopefully. And look, if it doesn't, so be it. And I do think probably January, not January, probably February next year. I would say if I had to guess, if there's not going to be anything, because December is going to be reserved for the big GT Online Mansions update. So I don't think we'll get anything in December. So I think this next month is the biggest month.
Yeah, I mean, when Trailer 1 came out, it was also in December. What was the GTA update then for GTA 5? I don't really know.
Great question. Great question. I don't think it was anything that big though, to be honest. I don't remember from memory.
Yeah,
Hang on a second.
if it's as big, because the Mansions
Ah, that's right.
DLC.
Yeah. No, the 2023 was the chop shop one. You remember?
Oh, well, that was a big one.
Yeah, but I don't think it's nowhere near as big as the mansions.
Well, it's car customization. Like that's that, right?
Yeah, but no. People have been requesting mansions for ages.
Yeah, true, true. Yeah.
Yeah, I think mansions is most definitely bigger than a chop shop DLC.
Yeah.
That they came out with. So, yeah, I think that I just don't see how December. I mean, look, they can always do that. They can always announce GTA 6 in December and then still come out with the update. But I feel like they'd like to reserve that point for the big mansions update. I feel
So it
this
needs
time
to
around.
be next week, basically, or like
Well,
next
well,
year.
well. I mean, the signs are pointing it to it being before the earnings call, but if it still could come after the earnings call, but
Yeah.
I think there could be a certain, not necessarily a cutoff point. I don't really like saying cutoff point, but if I had to predict, like after mid-November, I'd probably say yeah,
It's
it's
done.
probably a no. It's probably a no go for this year. Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching GTA 6 o'clock, and this week, as well as last week, and maybe even the week before, they kept reiterating that they don't think there's going to be anything this year in terms of new trailers or footage or anything. Um, I don't know what they've said about pre-orders, but I mean, it would be logical to say that because of the marketing timeline condensed, like May 26th. That's basically June 1st, so the sixth month of 2026. And we're now 8 months ahead of that. So, like, ahead of release. So I could see why you would get nothing, but it would be just disappointing, to be honest. And also, there's this thing of if you're opening up pre orders and you want to make it the biggest thing ever. It would only be logical to put a trailer along with the pre-orders, right? And I think that that's something that might give us more hope for something dropping. But I feel like in GTA 5, or maybe Red Dead, they just had one news page saying, "Yep, you can pre-order the game now," and then that's kind of it. So, um, yeah, man, I don't know. I just hope that there's something coming. So, the website, going back to that, I think that that really indicates something coming. Um, whether it's GTA 6 or the GTA 5 update, we'll just have kind of to wait and see. Um, Bacon has this idea of May 25th, we should all do the last roundtable, like 20 creators. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing this live, but not May 25th, so one day before the game releases. I think that that would be a dope idea, man. Just last kind of um, predictions. By then, we know everything that Rockstar wants us to know about the game, and I think that that would be dope. So, oh, sorry, we might be able to do that. And Walter White says, I really hope we see signs of hurricanes or some of these dynamic weather events of Trailer 3 or in Trailer 3. What do you think? Do you think there's gonna be like snow or something like somewhere in GTA 6 because it's Florida? There's probably never snow there. I know in Los Angeles there's also never snow and it still snows in December, which I love by the way. But what do you think about that? Like the weather and the dynamic weather elements and stuff.
Yeah, I think that. Well, hang on. So with GTA 5 Online, there's snow when it's December time, right? But in Los Angeles, wait, did you say it snows in Los Angeles?
No, it never does.
It never does. Okay, so well, in that case, then, even if it doesn't snow in Miami, in Florida, in real life, I'd probably say they're just going to still let it snow in the game. Let it snow.
Yeah,
Let it snow.
let it snow.
I think, yeah, I think they probably will still have snow for like the winter updates for in Christmas or whatever. I still think they're going to do that because at the end of the day, I mean, obviously they want to try and be as realistic as possible, but they still want to have fun, with
Yeah.
adding snow and that type of thing.
What do you
So I
think?
think, yeah, there will
Yeah.
be snow.
What do you think about this? Like, I have this theory where did I already talk about this? I don't know. I talk so much GTA 6. Like you have this one chapter in GTA 6 where everything is just flooded, basically, and you have to deal with that. So instead of you cannot drive the streets anymore, you have to have a jet ski, and you drive the streets with your jet ski basically because the water is too high for the cars. Um, like, what do you think about that? Will that be something you think, or is kind of far fetched? Kind of having one chapter, and the reason I say chapter is because then you can make missions around that specific weather condition, right? So, um, it's much easier to make it a story thing, because otherwise you're just gonna break the game. So, what do you think about that?
So do you mean, just so I understand a little bit more further there, so do you mean if there's actually a flood in the game, how we would traverse around the map or like how we would navigate around that?
Yeah, yeah. So the water is gonna be like a meter high or something. Um, you guys count in meters or like feet or some or straight line?
You go meters. Yeah, you go meters.
Meters is fine. Okay, so it's like a meter high basically. So the cars cannot drive. So just a normal street in downtown Vice City, you would be able to get a jet ski or a boat and just well, not a boat, jet ski because it's smaller, right? You can drive through there, and like the whole chapter is about like a hurricane or something, or like an extreme weather
Oh,
condition
all right. Okay,
that
now I
just
understand.
floods the whole map basically, and everybody kind of has to deal with that, and that's kind of something that changes the way you play the game. And then at the end of the chapter, everything just winds down and it's normal again, right?
That's an interesting one. I have never really thought of that in that way. That's really interesting.
I think it would
That
be
would be
fun.
that would be something different. I'll tell you that, especially if it's a part of a mission.
Yeah, so the missions can build around that idea.
Yeah,
But
that's pretty intelligent.
it would be difficult. But I always see these GTA 5 mods videos of um, flooding like Los Santos, right? And then you see the
Yeah,
thumbnails of like the big skyscrapers and it's all water. It
yeah.
shouldn't be that high, the water, but just 1 meter or something. I think it would be dope. I think that would be fun. Um, Let's see. There's this one question saying, "What questions do you think they will ask Strauss about GTA 6 in the earnings call?" I think probably like some scary investor that's afraid to ask, and then he makes like a really vague question and kind of puts GTA 6 in there. Like they don't really say the GTA 6 name, but we all know what he means, and knows it too. Um, I definitely think they're just gonna say that it's on track still. If we get anything, that's probably what we get because that's the only reason why these investors are investing. Or at least a lot of them for GTA 6, right? What do you think?
Well, I mean, it all depends on what happens prior to the earnings call. You know,
Yeah.
if Rockstar do give us an update, if they do provide us with an update, or if they don't. If they don't, then I feel like the investors will be much more aggressive in terms of the way they ask the questions to Strauss, in terms of like, Rockstar still haven't said anything. What's the situation? Are they still on track for May or not? So I feel like the questions would be, obviously the questions would be most likely screened, I would say, but in terms of the wording of the investors, if they get screened, uh, to be okay to include that type of wording where it's maybe perhaps a little bit more aggressive in the approach that, you know, is the game still on track for me or is it not? Like,
Yeah.
like that's the thing. Because if that Rockstar don't say anything before this earnings call, yeah, I do think that, yeah, well, the earnings call is definitely much more important to tune into, right? Because if Rockstar provide an update before the earnings call, then that kind of makes the earnings call not necessarily redundant, or maybe it does to some degree, but it doesn't make it as important because Rockstar have already given us an update. So, yeah.
That's the funny thing. I remember the earnings call before trailer 2. Cyberboy got like 10K views on his live stream or something ridiculous.
Yeah. yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah, 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 I remember. Yeah, yeah.
one
Yeah, it's
quarter
crazy.
later, you got the announcement, and you got the trailer, and nobody gave a fuck about the earnings call because
Yeah, yeah,
because the
literally.
trailer was out and the
Yeah.
website was out, and everybody was just focused on that, and nobody cared anymore. So yeah, we'll see if there's gonna be some more new info. And if it's only gonna be pre-orders, I think we'll still tune into the earnings call. But anything more than that, I don't know. That the earnings call is like, well, we're waiting for the earnings call to know something about GTA 6 if we don't know anything else. So that's kind of the purpose of that thing. Um, Bo TV asks, how long will trailer 3 be? I think it'll be shorter than trailer 2. Trailer 2 was long. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't. I'll say, what were the time frames for the previous trailer threes? Let's have a look. GTA 5 trailer 3. What was that? Trailer 3. Oh, that's right. It was the Michael Franklin and Trevor. So we can't really.
Oh
It's hard to
yeah,
count that one. What about trailer 3 for RDR 2? What was that? How long was that? That
GTA
was
4 was 2 minutes.
two. Trailer 3 for RDR 2 was 2 minutes 9 seconds. So probably, yeah, probably a little bit shorter.
2 minutes, yeah. And I wonder
Yeah, trailer
if
2 was longer. Yeah, it was longer. Was it 2 minutes 47? I think.
yeah, it was a super long trailer for GTA 6 trailer 2. And I think they won't do a character trailer, to be honest with you, because we've already got that in trailer 2 basically. We got a
Yeah.
characters trailer.
Yeah,
So
that's a good point, actually. Yeah,
well,
yeah. I don't know.
maybe it'll be more about the side characters and things like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Because
So,
sorry, you go. Sorry,
no,
I cut
you
you
go,
off.
you go.
I was just going to say that because I covered this in my, one of my videos I just came out with not long ago. That yeah, trailer 3 does focus on the supporting characters more so. Like in GTA 5, we saw, just because I did this video the other day, I know off the top of my head, like with the Michael trailer, you had we saw Amanda for the first time. We saw Jimmy, Tracy, and Dr. Friedlander, and then in Trevor's trailer, we saw Floyd and Wade. In the Franklin trailer, we saw Lamar and Stretch. And then in RDR2, we saw Dutch, we saw Sadie Adler, we saw Mary Linton. Who else did we see? We saw Adrian Milton, one of the antagonists,
Mm.
and Hosea as well, the campfire. Now, obviously, at that point, I don't remember if Rockstar unveiled those characters on their website. They may have gave them a bit of a brief description. I think I remember them doing that from memory, where they showcased some of the supporting characters before the game came out. I think I remember them doing that, or maybe that was for the gang. I don't remember though. But yeah, anyways, I do think that trailer 3 for GTA 6 is going to showcase the supporting characters much more so. I'd say that's what I think.
There's something funny I found lately, and it really made me laugh about the theories and that we're making now, which is there was this video from 12, 13 years ago analyzing the gameplay trailer for GTA 5, and it had the dude in there that's the yoga mentor of
Oh, Fabian, Fabian.
yeah, and
Namaste.
they were like,
Mikel, Mikel.
yeah, I love the accent. I love the whole
Yeah.
character, man. It's so funny.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
And basically, what happened is the guy who was analyzing the trailer, he was like, "Yeah, so this yoga teacher is wearing a green shirt. This might indicate that he is part of Franklin's gang." And I was like, well, I could see why you would think that, but that's one of those things where I could see myself having like a theory like that. I wonder how many of our theories. That's another video we can make when the game comes out. Like the theories that came true and were
Oh,
absolutely
yeah.
super off. You know that it's so funny to me that that was something they talked about.
That hey, that would be a great idea because I mean, we've both made so many videos, countless videos on
Yeah.
like, what's going to be, is this going to be in the game, or speculating on if this extreme weather condition is going to be in the game, or if this is going to be in the game, or whatever. And imagine like comparing those clips, and we get those clips right from those videos, and then we just chuck them into like, a video when the game's out, comparing, going, oh, let's see if Project Vice in the past was right with this, or if GTA Infinity was right in the past, isn't it?
Yeah.
Going, well, I was wrong with that one.
Yeah.
Ba-bow, ba-bow. You got a tick, tick.
Like the balcony
Yeah,
girl. I cannot wait
yeah.
to tell everybody
Oh
I told
man.
you so. I cannot wait. It is Lucia, 100%.
So you think it's Lucia?
I know.
I'm of the opinion that I do think it is Lucia as well.
Yeah, it's just obvious to me.
Yeah, has to be Lucia.
Yeah. T. Burton says this is a fun one because of the latest website update. He says, so how long was it between the last website update and trailer 2 releasing? And the answer is kind of funny because trailer 2 came out on YouTube out of nowhere, and then we watched it, and then I clicked on the website and it didn't work. And then I watched the trailer again, and I clicked again on the website, and then it was updated. So they updated the site. They made that whole page basically. At the same time, they dropped it as trailer 2. So, but this is a little bit different because this is not a GTA 6 page that is updated. GTA 6 page is still the same, but the main Rockstar homepage is now different. So it doesn't necessarily mean it has to do with GTA 6, but it does mean that they will probably have something big, and something big usually means GTA 6. So that's kind of my opinion about it. So yeah,
Yeah. Well, the website looks so cool at the moment, though. Geez,
it's
I'm just
dope.
looking at it again at the moment. Wow, like the way it's designed is incredible. Like I like how when you scroll down, you see the trailers playing in the background. It's
Yeah.
so smooth and clean.
Bro, whoever the web designer is, he has
I
been cooking
know.
so
Oh man.
hard, bros.
Yeah. Whoever they got doing it, I don't know who, but they're absolutely killing it.
Absolutely insane. He is cooking so hard, man. His
Oh,
computer is
100%.
on fire, bros. Insane.
Literally, literally.
And the best web designer in the world right now. He's getting
Oh,
all the bitches,
100%.
bro.
Oh, but no, like literally, like I can't think of any other games company that has a clean UI and web design update as good as Rockstar's at the moment. Like it's actually that good.
Yeah.
If any of you
Yeah.
guys haven't seen the new website design, like head over to the Rockstar website. It's really cool.
If that guy works on the menu of GTA 6, bruh, we're in for a treat,
Man,
man. We're in for
man,
a
yes,
treat.
yes,
It's
yes,
funny because
yes.
I was looking at the GTA 6 document, and it said like the color codes of uh the menus and stuff, and it was like a purple color and white. So, but yeah, they could have changed it, because after the leaks, then they hired UX designers, right? So it's probably some placeholder thing. Um, let's see. What I mean, this is another comment, is there was an update to the site like we have now, from what I understand, not the whole 70 screenshots. Was there a little update before? I remember something like it, like a little update.
Prior to when, sorry? Prior to Trailer 2 going live?
Yeah, but that
I
was like maybe
think
a
there may
month
have
before.
been. I think there may have been a change where Rockstar added like GTA 6 to the game library on the website. I'm pretty sure that might have been a change. And
Hmm.
like the banner, I think the banner may have been like enlarged.
Oh yeah, and then you
I
see
think,
all the,
yeah,
yeah, under there. Yeah,
yeah, I think that's what it was from memory.
yeah. Let's see if we got any other questions. Scrolling up. Let's see. Let's see. Man, I'm just curious, man. Like I really want to see the gameplay trailer, to be honest, because it's like I cannot comprehend having the controller in your hand and you're driving these characters, and it's the graphics that you see here, like in the trailer, like that is all real time and looks
Yeah,
like
I
that. It's so
know.
insane, especially for an open world. And then you have the big map with everything, and then to know that we don't even know half of what the game is, like maybe we know
I know.
30%. Like, it's
Yeah, it's
difficult
wild.
difficult to
It's
comprehend.
wild. It's wild. It's wild, man. I think that the gameplay trailer is something that I'm most certainly looking forward to.
Yeah,
And it's out of all the pre release information, that is most certainly the thing that I'm most hyped to see.
yeah.
Is that first official gameplay trailer with the HUD. That's the thing I'm looking forward to the most.
What do you think the gameplay trailer is gonna reveal? I mean, now we're gonna get really into speculation because it's like which mechanics, how does it work, like, and also like how much did they show for the GTA 5 trailer, um, where when you play the game there's new stuff. I don't think there's a lot more new things in terms of gameplay that you discover when playing the game for the first time compared to what you already know about when you watch the gameplay trailer, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. No, no, no. You're right. You're right. I do think that. I do think that the gameplay trailer itself, I think what Rockstar is going to be focusing on is, showcasing what's new, right? Showcasing what's new and how we're going to be able to try and utilize this feature when we're playing the game. How we're going to be able to try and, uh, I guess, probably in the sense that understand how it works and that type of thing. Because Rockstar tries to like make everything as easy as possible for us to sort of
Understand.
understand. Yeah, thanks for finishing that there. Yeah, so I do think that especially with the gameplay trailer, I feel that that's what they're going to showcase, like especially with the vehicles and perhaps maybe like we saw in the September 22 leaked footage with the vehicle controls menu. And if that is still something that stayed the course from the leaks to now, that's probably something that they're going to introduce to us in the gameplay trailer. Like, you know how with RDR2, how they showcase, you can put your weapons on your horse and take it off and brush your horse or whatever it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, just the little things. Yeah. Okay. I see you want to go to the toilet, so I'm just gonna
Yeah, if
let you
that's all
go
right,
for
man.
real quick, and then
I'll be
I'll
back, guys. One moment. One moment.
I'll just talk to the chat real quick. With the Bacon asking if there is a new screenshot, what do you think it will be? I think this is what I've been thinking about, that the screenshot might be a part of when there's a new trailer or something, or it's gonna go along with the pre-orders, right? So you basically have the pre-orders, and it just shows you some new screenshots, maybe like a different um, Vice City like landscape or something, something like that. I think would be dope. Um, I don't think you'll get the northern side of the map in a new screenshot, because if you have just a pre-order screenshot, then it's gonna be it's I don't know. It's gonna be without context, right? So yeah, it's but I think with Trader 3, if there's gonna be new locations shown and stuff, they might just update the GTA 6 page and add some more locations in there. I don't think they're gonna replace that page. Maybe they just add on top of it. But we'll have to wait and see. it's really difficult to know. And also that page is also very long already, right? So it's not like that there is a lack of information. So yeah, you're back.
I am back. I'm
Yeah,
here.
I was talking about screenshots and stuff. Then, but to be honest, I don't know if we really need screenshots. And that's the thing. Like Trader Two gave us so many different pieces of informations along with it, which I understand in terms of kind of catching up with the 1.5 year of silence, but to then go 7 months again of silence, we're half a year further again, man, and there's nothing. Like I think Vice and I talked about them drip feeding everything instead of doing this one big drop. But yeah, we have what we have right now, and I just think it's gonna be pre-orders and a trailer. We might get screenshots. I don't know, man. I don't know. I honestly don't know. What do you think? Do we getting screenshots and new locations and stuff?
I think we will be getting new screenshots. I would say that I feel trailer 3 and pre-orders is more likely to come beforehand, and then probably some more screenshots later on. Because I feel like if they just come out with screenshots and no trailer 3, no pre-orders, I feel like that's just sort of, oh, what, just screenshots and that's it. Which they still might do that, but I do feel like that'll be more pre-orders and trailer 3 first, and then some more screenshots about, showcasing off or showing off the new locations or existing locations more so, and more of that, I would say. But yeah, I would say probably trailer 3 and pre-orders first.
Yeah, man. Man, now that I talk about it, I want to watch like your. You did a reaction stream, right? Where you went through the website and the trailer and stuff, or no?
Did I do a live stream when I went? I don't even know. I probably did. Yeah, I think it might have been one of the early episodes when I did, because I remember when trailer 2 came out, I only just started doing live streams. It might have been like episode 5, 6. I don't even know which one it was, to be perfectly honest. But one of those streams that I did do it, I think I went over the website
Yeah.
on stream. I'm pretty sure I did. But the stream that I actually did for the trailer 2 reaction, because I only just started streaming. I think it might have been my second or third stream by that point, and I didn't really know how to stream that well as my. I mean, I still don't know, but I mean, I'm better now than I was compared to when I first started, slightly. um, but yeah, I had because I had the audio on, I got like that got copyrighted because I didn't have the audio muted because I didn't know how to do it on Streamlabs. I was having issues with
Mm.
that, and then that actually got taken down, so you can't see that.
Uh,
So, and plus it was only like 9-10 minutes anyways, and I
mm.
remember because I was out at that time. I was out, and I saw the notification of trailer 2. I'm like, oh no, I saw the notification said Rockstar Games posted trailer 2. I was like, what? You got to be kidding me! So I clicked on it, and it was the second time. If some of you people may know this, it was the second time that I was out and the trailer dropped. Because the first time I was out as well, I was in the car. I was in the car. There's both the same
We're
time.
always in the car. Don't
I
drive
was out.
Tuesday, okay?
I two times I was out. Trailer 1 dropped, I was in the car. Trailer 2 dropped, I was in the car. So, and the thing is, like when I'm at home, like doing the videos and stuff, nothing happens. It's like, come on, Rockstar. Trailer 3, surely for Project Vice. Come on, if you're listening, Rockstar, please don't drop it when I'm out, please.
Yeah, you stop driving, bro.
just, just stop driving.
just
Just stop
stop,
going anywhere.
just stop driving, man. Yeah, I think we'll have something next Tuesday. That's my like prediction. I hope I'm right. When Trader 2 came out, I did not see it coming at all, to be honest. So who knows that they'll let us wait for such a long
Yeah.
time again. But yeah, man, it's just wild whenever a trailer drops. And it's funny because when trailer 2 dropped, like as a YouTuber, I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna go ham on this thing. I'm gonna make so many videos like for the whole month,
Yeah.
almost like as if it was a full-time thing, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
it was fun, and my live stream. It's funny because I was just watching YouTube and I was just doing literally nothing, and I refreshed YouTube and there it was, like trailer 2, like 4 minutes ago
Uh,
or something, and
oh my god, that's
it's
crazy.
and I was like, holy shit, holy shit, holy shit, and I
Yeah.
was like, just I was I'm having the
Yeah,
stream in
wow.
front of me now, and it's like the first time I live streamed. Like, and oh yeah, so 10 minutes ago, and next to that is Cyberboy being live. They dropped trailer too. So yeah, man, and then GTA 6 trailer too, and uh, yeah, man, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So I wonder what the thumbnail will be of trailer 3. I'm guessing another like artwork at least. And the artworks are always banging. I love the new style that they have. It's new, but also it feels like GTA. It's really good.
Yeah, yeah. No, the thing is with the trailer one artwork with Lucia's arm around Jason on the car is like because we went through the dark ages of waiting for so long for
Yeah,
trailer, like literally the deep depths of waiting for so long at the bottom barrel of it,
yeah.
waiting so long for trailer 2 to come out. 500 plus days we waited, which was insane, like an insane time. Everyone was going schizo. TGG with the whiteboard.
Yeah.
Myself with the December 27th theory. I don't know if you were you around. You were around back then, were you last year? Or no,
Yeah. What was I doing?
I don't know if you're making videos as much, or maybe you were
Let me scroll
late last
back.
year.
Well, last year. So how many
Yeah,
months ago?
Yeah,
10
it would have been
months
December
ago.
last year. Yeah.
I made a fake trailer 2 with AI. Did you ever see
Oh,
that?
oh
It
yeah. I
was
think I
so
remember. I think
bad.
that's yeah. I think that's when you were sort of starting to make some videos for like GTA 6. Is that right? Or am I wrong in saying that?
Um, no, that was a little bit later. So by then, 10
Uh,
months ago, let's
okay.
see. So, yeah, I started a year ago, and the first video was what modes could GTA 6 Online have? Then I had that's 10 months ago. Let's see what date this was. It
Like
was like a 1 hour analysis of trailer 1, and this was
Jesus.
December 3rd. And I did another one, by the way, of that one.
Yeah.
I did two, and then I made some videos. I did like a Saints Row 2 video. I did a GTA 4 video. I
Yeah.
I did a thank you video for people who watched the 1 year later of the super analysis of trailer 1. Oh yeah, and then actual legitimate Rockstar game tease GTA 6 trailer 2 with the hoodie and this yeah the let's see what this video is about. It was the hoodie, the photo that some employee posted, right?
I'm trying to
And
remember.
um
Wait. Hang on. Was that Wait, hold up. If we're talking about the same thing, there was a photo that was leaked out inside the studios of like Lucia on like a. It was I think like the September 22.
it's a different one. I send you via Discord.
Ah,
It's that
okay.
you see the one
Oh
I mean? Like
Of course. Yeah, that's a December 27th theory video.
yeah, that's the moon.
Or that
No,
you
it's
made.
not
It
the
looks
moon
like, but
theory,
the
right?
theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one.
So, oh yeah, that was when it blew up, and then I just made some other videos. That was the only one I really went to. I made like a volumetric lights video. Oh, over analyzing Theory 27. Yeah, so I made that one too. And then the dark space map came out.
Yeah.
And then not yeah, and then a couple of videos did pretty well back then. And let's see, I made my own pause menu version music. I, the retrospective of trailer 1. That's funny. The game is not even out. You have a retrospective video. It's crazy of a trailer of again an hour long. Then I do what I'm doing the first hour in GTA 6. Then I made a Simpsons version of
Oh my god. Yeah,
trailer
you've
1.
been you've made those types of videos with the Far Cry 6 Jason house, is that right?
Yeah, and that was all after trailer 2. Um,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
awesome.
So you have
I love your videos like that where you showcase what the community's done. That's really cool stuff, man.
yeah, and there's this other guy who has been sending me his Lego map update, and I did a
Yeah.
Minecraft map, and they don't really get views, which is surprising to me because I think it's really fun, you know.
Yeah,
And
I do too. I think it's cool.
so, um, but I'll keep making them because it's just so fun. people in other games recreating the map, and then the one who did the Jason map was then making the whole like Vice City beach map as
Yeah,
well. And you had like a
crazy.
rooftop parkour and stuff. It was absolutely insane. And there's some
Yeah,
Mind's
yeah,
Eye
it's
in
cool.
there too.
Yeah, some cool stuff. Cool stuff
Yeah,
that the
man.
community's made. Just real quick, going to Tyler's comment. I lost interest waiting for GTA 6 until the moon crap came out. Then that 500-day wait drove me crazy as well.
Yeah, man. And people are trying to
Uh,
get back to a new moon theory. Did you? I think you. That's what, like on Instagram maybe or something. I saw it. There's like a new picture
yeah,
with the moon
yeah,
and
yeah. I know what you're referring to.
and a VI in the text. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, we've been through this, bro. We've it's done. It's done.
I think I think that moon theory cooked everyone, like literally burned everyone. Literally gave all the GTA 6 fans PTSD from that. I'm telling you, it was really bad.
Yeah, it's insane. I just love TGG. He's just
Yeah, that was
physically
great. Him
going
him
wild.
crashing out him crashing out over that
Yeah.
was hilarious.
And he's doing another Hopi and Copium stream next week, I think, or this
Oh, is he?
Friday
Is
or
he actually?
somewhere. Yeah, I saw. If you go to his channel to the live tab, I think he has one scheduled, or like
Yeah.
a community post or something that he talked about.
Let me have a
So
check.
that's gonna be
Oh yeah,
fun.
here it is.
He's back.
Chilling, helping viewers and hoping for GTA 6 trailer through our mansions DLC news. I
Yeah,
love that. That's
man.
great. That's
Yeah.
great. That's awesome.
Uh, Luongo says, "Hey, she badass voice actor Maniel Perez. She famous. Change matter." Don't really know
Yeah.
what you mean with that, but Maniel Perez. It's funny because I made a video about her before trailer 2 came out when I didn't get a lot of views, and it got a couple of views. But then when trailer 2 came out, I was just like, you know what? Let me just go into the project file of that video and just put some trailer 2 footage in there, right? And edit some stuff to make it better, and I just re-uploaded it, and it got like 36K views because it was in the hype and stuff, you know.
Yeah, crazy.
So that's the
Crazy.
nice about videos that are like topical, that are a little bit evergreen. You can just make a better re-uploaded version, and then it'll get more traction. That's the funny thing. Like
Yeah.
it's weird when you make a video how much the timing matters and stuff, right? Like this,
Oh yeah.
it's so
Mate,
crazy.
100%. 100%, especially if it's like a news update video. Like, especially if it's that, because, over here in Australia, a lot of things happen when I'm asleep. It's really
Yeah,
annoying. It's super annoying when that happens because I get notifications most of the time when Rockstar posts. It's either 12 a.m. or 2 a.m., unless it's like an odd instance where in the case when trailer 2 came out, that was about, I think it was like 8:39 p.m. my time, which was an ideal time. But most of the times when they do come out with posts, it's like midnight, 2 a.m., especially 2 a.m. I mean, I mean, I try and stay up to midnight. I can do that. Like tonight, for example, I can stay up to midnight. But like, staying up beyond that point to see if there's going to be a potential Rockstar post at 2 a.m. or whatever is a bit insane to me. So yeah, but yeah, I do stay up to about midnight just to see if Rockstar do come out with something at that point, my time. But for you, I don't know what time that would be, or for the rest of the world, I'm not sure. But for me, yeah, the times can be really, really annoying.
I think when trailer 2 dropped, it was like 5 p.m. I think
Your
something
time,
like that. Yeah,
yeah. Oh, interesting.
that's when trailer 2 dropped. I think somewhere like that.
Okay, yeah.
Because I remember I had people coming over an hour after trailer 2, and I kind of had to. I was right on time finishing the live stream and the whole website because the website was long, man. All the screens, analyzing everything in one sitting was crazy long. You know, the first time you open the website, you scroll down and you see the scroll bar on the right, right?
Oh my
And you see
god,
how
yeah,
little it
yeah.
moved. And it was like, what? This is so much info.
Yeah,
So,
I know, I know. And the thing is, when trailer 2 dropped, right, that I broke down the trailer, and I do think, and I've said this I think in previous live streams, that I don't think it's definitely not my best video. I feel like I missed so many things with that breakdown because I was just so like anxious to like get it out, but I should have taken my
Mm,
time with it. And that's one thing I'm very critical, self-critical, like well, critical of upon analyzing self-reflection. Because I know Cyberboy spent a longer amount of time getting that video out, and
same, yeah.
yeah, and what he said within the video when he broke it down, piece by piece, taking that part and saying like that's that's cool pickup, or that's a cool pickup or whatever. Yeah, I kind of feel like when I do like the next breakdown, I really want to take my time with it, much more so rather than just getting it out. Because yeah, because because I stayed up till like I remember it was crazy. I think I stayed up till like it was what 8:39 p.m. or something like that when the trailer dropped. I reacted to it, and I stayed up to about 5 6 a.m. Yeah, editing. It was crazy. I went all the way throughout the night, and it was I was like so cooked by the end of it.
Yeah, man. I think I did
It
a.
was
I
it was
think I
off.
just went to sleep and I did a day after. I just spent the whole
Yeah,
day
that's
making the
probably a good idea.
video.
I just got too excited.
Yeah. Well, like I had kind of the opposite of you, where I spent kind of way too long editing, and but my video was an hour, but it was an hour of like high quality edited stuff. So if you
Yeah,
go
that's
and look
good.
at my breakdown, it did get a lot of views and like engagement and stuff. But I remember seeing TGG make like a 15-minute video, and I was like, I should have done that too before I went into the big, breakdown. But I just dropped like an hour-long big breakdown of Trailer 2, which is a very good
Yeah, yeah.
watch. And I
I
also
think I
want
remember you doing that. Yeah,
it was though it's now on 44K, so it's crazy.
yeah, that's
And
fantastic.
the video before that has 600 views. So
Oh
it's a
wow.
2,000 subscriber thank you announcement thing. And
Yeah.
did you ever make one video, like a long one, where you went through all the screenshots and the website? Because I would really love to see
Yeah,
you do that.
yeah. So I did the screenshots from what I can understand, like just sort of going over it, not necessarily going over the website, like doing like a live sort of com of the website. Now that I think about it, I think it probably would have been a bit better to do that. But what I did was, from memory, what I did, I took the screenshots, downloaded them, and then just chucked them into Final Cut, and then did it like that. But I think probably the better way I could have done it, and how I'm going to do it in the future. It's great that you've pointed this out to me. Now I just thought of it now. Is like how myself and you we do. Well, you've done it more so than me in recent times, but in the past, like how you've done your map breakdowns, and you've done like sort of a live com of it, like going
Yeah,
over it, and then like editing it after that,
yeah,
like I've done with my map videos on my channel. Like I have my face cam on, and then I'm reacting to it as I'm going through the map. So I think probably what I'm gonna do is with like, I don't know if I'll do it for the trailer 3 breakdown, but if there's more screenshots or something like that where we get a bunch of new locations or something like that on the website, then I'm gonna put my face cam on and do it probably something like that, because I think that probably works a bit better, to be honest.
yeah, and it's much more engaging too when
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
know.
yeah,
And
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. It's much more engaging.
the crazy thing is, if you have a face cam, you don't have to edit as much, because if I edit without a face cam, I need to put in arrows and stuff because it makes it more
Yeah.
engaging. But honestly, like if people are watching the screen and then they get it's boring, they just look at your face and that's the engaging thing. You don't have to use arrows and stuff. They just look at your face then, and you use your
Yeah.
mouse pointer so you don't have to spend more
Yes.
time using editing, and you can
Yes.
still do it if you want to. Sometimes I for example, when I have screenshots that I want to implement, I just take some time, put on the screenshot, and then I'll talk over it, and then I still would use an arrow or something. um, but you can just point it with your mouse, and that's fine too. Or you make your mouse a giant arrow, and then that's you have best of both worlds, right? But because I have my GTA 6 little mouse pointer, which I think it's fun. Um, but yeah, there's lots of ways. It's funny because I used to do so much editing when Trailer 2 came out, and then I made the map video where I just recorded my screen, and that one got 88,000 views, and I was like, so I don't really have to edit as much. It doesn't matter in terms of views, because it was my fastest like video to make. I made it in like half an hour, and all the other ones are super heavily edited, which is fun to do. So that's why I do it, and they get they get views too. But the point is more like it doesn't really matter that much, whether you edit it or not. And yeah, the face cam is super. It makes it more easy because it's instantly more engaging. There's this YouTube channel, Heavy Spoilers, and it's about Marvel movies and that type of stuff. And he never used a face cam, but after a while, he made a video saying, "Hey, I'm gonna do a face cam, and this is the reason why." Um, and he basically said, first of all, movies get you copyrighted quicker. So if you have a face cam, you don't have to show the movie as much. But also,
Mm.
he saw in his analytics, and I don't know if that's with you too, that people keep watching longer if you have a face cam compared to not having a face cam. So I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot saying I don't want to do a face cam, but it's more engaging when you do have a face cam, right? I even think TGG's breakdown video of trailer 2 was with a face cam, but I'm not really sure about that. But yeah, face cams are always better than not having face cams. That's definitely true. Or you do it like Dandy Andy and a little bit like how I've experimented with, where you have like a kind of VTuber kind of setup. But yeah, I think face cam is the best, especially now with the AI era, and you have more authenticity. So yeah, you still there? Well, I've been yapping for too long. Maybe he's oh, he's in the call. Something's going on. Something's happening. Call me back. Oh, he just said that now. Okay, wait. I'm gonna call him back. Wait 1 second. I'm gonna turn off the this one real quick on the screen. Let's see, guys. Hello. I think I don't know. Still don't hear you. Yeah. Let's just I guess then end the stream. I think that's easier because we've been doing this for 2 hours anyway. So I think.
Hello, hello,
Oh, you're
hello. I'm
back.
back.
You're
There we
back.
go. I'm here. I'm here. I think it was I pressed the button. Sorry, that's my fault. I think I accidentally pressed because I've got a new, that's actually my fault. I just realized with an accident though, not like on purpose, but an accident
Yeah.
because I've got this new keyboard, right? It's a Logitech keyboard and there's like a mute button on there. And sometimes I may press it if there's another key next to it that I use a lot. So sometimes I have pressed it where it actually mutes the mic. I don't know how to get rid of that, but there's probably a
Mm.
way to get rid of it. I don't know how, but yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, some software or something. Yeah, that's crazy
All
because
right. Well,
then you don't know you're muted.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it does show up on the microphone. It comes up as red, but I just didn't look at it, and now, yeah, okay, now we're good.
Oh,
Um,
I was just talking about some YouTube stuff and with face cams and the that it's better basically than not having a
yeah,
face cam.
yeah, yeah. So going back to that. So yeah, I think as long as the face cam's not obtrusive, it's not like too big or whatever. As long as it's a good size, where people can still see a majority of what you're trying to talk about, then I think it is good. The only thing with the face cam is when it starts to become, like I said, obtrusive or it's too big or gets in the way of the video, then that's when I don't think it works well. But when it works well, when you got it in a nice size and people can see your reactions, it's most definitely much more engaging and people are more interested in what you have to say because they can see your face reactions, your expressions, and you're able to articulate your points much better.
Yeah, yeah, man. It's I might do it. I
Yeah,
might.
I think Infinity. Look, I think Infinity. I think for you, man. I think based off, because I've done it for how many months now. I love doing the streams and getting on the camera and stuff, and saying what I want to say and expressing what I want to say with my hands. Because being a Italian background, Australian born, you use your hands quite a fair bit. So I'm
Yeah,
very expressive with when I talk, and I think me being on camera, I feel like I'm able to express my personality much more so compared to if I'm not on camera. So yeah, I feel like for me, anyways, just speaking for myself, I prefer it now actually being on camera than I can't see myself ever not being on. I like being on camera. Like if I'm not on camera and recording the videos, I can do that as well. So I like having the flexibility of being on camera as well. It's great. I love it.
yeah, man. I might consider it.
But
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, it's
dope.
not. It can be not to people's liking though, because some people are not comfortable with showing themselves. That's completely understandable, or they just want to just have their voice or whatever. But yeah, for me, I made the decision to do it, and I think it's worked pretty well. I like it. So yeah.
Yeah, man. I might do it. I might do it. We'll see. We'll see.
Let's see how you go, man. See
We'll
how you go. It's
see.
up to you at the end of the day.
Yeah. I'm not as strict about privacy and stuff like Cyberboy.
Yeah,
There's also like McTannen who did a face reveal and then he kind of
yeah,
stopped showing it. So
yeah.
um, I might just do it for like reaction videos only, things like that. Might be nice.
That's fair.
Like, because I'm also thinking, like, if we're gonna be like massive YouTubers later on, like, yeah, then people are gonna stop you on the streets or whatever. I live in Europe and the audience is American, so it wouldn't really be that crazy, I guess. But yeah, those are kind of things I take into consideration. I don't know. Is
Yeah,
your
well, I
audience like largely Australian or just American?
based off the analytics, I think it's mostly American, and then
Mm,
followed by probably the UK, then Australia. I think something like that.
yeah. Mm,
But yeah, I think about getting recognized in person and that type of thing. I think I don't know how much Mr. Boss for the Win gets recognized because he's got what 3 million subscribers or whatever. I don't know how much TGG gets recognized. It'd probably be a good question for TGG to ask him to say like, oh, like because he's obviously way bigger than the both of us. To ask him to say like,
yeah.
do you get recognized in person that much? I'd be really interested to see because he shows his face quite a fair bit.
Yeah, I should ask it. It might be
I think
spawning a
you
nice
should ask it in the
conversation.
chat. Maybe you should ask it in the chat. Or you can ask it privately or whatever. It's up to you. But I'd be curious to
Yeah,
know.
I could ask it in the Discord group. So
Yeah,
I'll do that.
yeah.
Is there anything else we're gonna talk about? Let's see.
I don't know, man. I feel like we covered a lot of things today. How long have we been going for? I don't even know. 3 hours, 2.5 hours, something like
Yeah,
that.
2 hours, 18 minutes. So I think
I feel like when we do these streams together, I think it's our third time together. We just go a long time, don't we?
yeah.
we just we're so passionate. I love it. That's why I like talking to you and it's because it's not like a set thing or something like that with you. I like there's not like a we just talk for a certain amount of time. We just chit chat whatever, and it can go for a decent period of time. You know what I mean? So I love it, man. It's cool.
Yeah, and it's so easy, just easy going, and it's just always a nice conversation, and we always get each other hyped, and
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, man.
imagining the game, and so yeah, I think we have a great future also with just what's to come. So I'm really excited
It's
about all of
exciting.
that. Yeah,
No, no,
man.
no, mate. It's very exciting. Like what we're doing, and the sky's the limit. You don't know what's going to happen. So I think the thing is, for the moment, is just continuing to focus on, what we love doing, and that's producing videos and editing them and getting them out, and talking about GTA 6 and our love and appreciation for what Rockstar, has done and what we're yet to see, and the community following along with that, and the audience engaging and that's the idea and building everything up and that's fun. I love that. It's great.
Yeah,
So I think the more we do this and the more we interact with different creators and interact with the community, the more we grow, the more the community grows. This is a great community. The GTA 6 and Rockstar community are one of the. I feel like I'm being a bit biased here, but I feel like the community that I'm a part of, that you're a part of, I feel like we're the best community in the gaming industry. I'm just going to say that. I don't care if I'm biased in saying that, but I think we are.
yeah,
I don't
man.
give a
Well,
crap. I don't
I
give a crap. Stuff it. I don't care because the Call of Duty community, they're toxic as. The FIFA community are toxic as, I feel. Like, actually, probably not as toxic as the Call of Duty community. The Call of Duty community is bad. The COD community. I don't really like the COD community is not really that great.
well, I think
I don't know about other ones, but yeah.
it's the fact that we're all up and coming, right? And that the
Yeah,
bigger
true, true.
YouTubers are not
That's true.
kind of having they love us too,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, TGG and yeah, of course TGG, yeah.
yeah, and in Dark Space and 12th Hour and
Yeah,
all of
Zach
those
Cox.
people, Zach Cox. So yeah, really nice that they're also welcoming. And then you have some smaller YouTubers who are absolutely blowing up, Dandy Andy, and the creativity of McTannen, and everybody has kind of
Yeah.
their own little thing, and nobody is making the same content.
No.
At least
No.
everybody has breakdowns and stuff, but then the way they do it is still different. And so
Yeah.
it's really nice. And what T. Burton also said, like the fact that TGG would come on a roundtable with everybody else, it says a lot about the GTA community.
Yeah.
It is
Facts.
really
Facts.
good, really nice.
Shout out to TGG. Shout out to TGG. Like
He's so
seriously, he's
dope,
an
man.
absolute legend. You know, I sent him an email and he replied back to me with like a long, like written email. You know, I just asked him, you know, about advice and you know what advice he could give me and stuff like that about you know up and coming with you know the content creation for GTA 6 and just being a YouTuber as a whole and handling that and you know he gave me some good tips and stuff and I really appreciated that. I really value that response that I got from him. So yeah, he's really cool. And I haven't actually spoken to him. Like I haven't spoken to him at all, but talking wise, but
Yeah.
uh, yeah, he seems like a really cool guy. So yeah, at some point, I'm sure at some point as we you know we continue to grow, we'll cross paths. And I'm actually sure at some point with online when whatever happens with that, whenever Rockstar wants to talk more or talk about that, or what's happening with GTA 6 Online or whatever they're going to refer to it as, I'm sure, I'm sure we're going to be crossing paths with good old Ross, Boss Man, Mr. Boss for the win. So I'm sure we'll cross paths with him at some point, potentially. But yeah.
I've been saying it. I think Mr. Boss for the Win is a chill guy. I just think he does clickbait. But that doesn't mean he's a bad
Well,
guy. I think he's a nice
no,
guy.
no. I think he look. I don't think from my perspective that tech necessarily agree with you know his business practices and how he goes about YouTube and and his content creation and what he does. But you know he sticks to his own lane. He's like a lone wolf. It seems
Mm.
like you know he does his own thing. But you know if that's how he wants to go about his videos, that's perfectly fine. He's his own channel. He can do what he wants to do. That's okay. But yeah, I mean, he does really seem like a chill guy. It's just someone that you know comes out with the clickbait videos, but you know that's how he
Yeah.
goes about it. So fair enough.
But I also think like when there's events for GTA 6, that you'll be able to go there and maybe you'll just stumble upon TGG who's there as well, and like maybe you're gonna go with Bev, because you're all in Australia, right? Is TGG in
Yeah,
Australia?
yeah. I don't know exactly where in Australia, but yeah, he is in Australia.
Yeah.
Same as
So
Viper, and Bav, of
yeah.
course, and then
So
me.
that's that would be super cool if you have like a collab with all of those people. You know, there's gonna be a crazy Instagram post seeing that picture.
That'd be
But
pretty cool.
Bogan Bev face reveal, like also.
Well,
But
I don't even know if Bav's done a face reveal. Actually, I think he might have done like he used like a. I don't know if he's done a face reveal. Actually, I gotta ask. I don't know if he's done one.
uh,
I don't think he has. I don't
yeah,
think he has actually. I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
yeah. Well, we'll see. So yeah, we've been already talking 10 more minutes after we said that we should
Right.
probably stop. So,
Right. Do you
um,
want to? I'll tell you what. You want to go to midnight my time. You want to go to what time is it for you in the next 7 minutes?
um, 14, so 2 p.m.
2 p.m.
Yeah, so
Okay.
let's do
Have you
that.
had anything? Have you had anything to eat yet? Like, you go grab something to eat.
No, I gotta go be at somebody's place at
Ah.
2.
Okay.
So I'm already
Yeah.
20
Okay.
minutes
Fair
late,
enough.
but it's like just a friend
Oh crap.
hang out, so I could just say
Okay.
I'm a
All
little
right.
bit
Yeah. Fair
later.
enough.
So let me text, so let me
Yeah.
do
Fair.
like
Fair. Fair.
so let's end it in like 7 minutes. Because I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
thinking, I
Yeah.
was looking at trailer 2 through the live stream, and you know, you have also the Kel Hampton sitting in that inflatable flamingo. I wonder if there's gonna be like a gameplay mechanic where you can just sit in there, or you can, you know what I mean? Like, because there seem to be a lot of those flamingos. Also, when you see Jason and Lucia on the jet ski, you see a lot of inflatable flamingos in the background next to the yachts, and also in the Leonida screenshot where you see all the yachts. What do you think the gameplay mechanics is that from that is gonna be?
Do you mean like so? Hang on. Is it the screenshot with Cal when he's sitting on the inflatable? Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think that with that type of thing, I think there's going to be like, because based off what we've seen throughout the screenshots and the trailers as well, like it does seem like there's going to be like probably random events or some of that where there's like parties ongoing and like music playing out. And I do feel that with that type of thing, like with that screenshot with Cal, for example, I feel like there might even be, something where there might be like, you never know. I feel like there might be some type of pool party or some of that where we all get together with, Jason and Lucia. Actually, I think actually from the top of my head, I think actually there is a mention in the leaked files where Lucia has a house party from
Mm.
memory,
Yeah,
and
I've put that in my
yeah,
video, like one of my
yeah,
last
yeah, yeah.
videos.
Yeah, I think it's like Lucia with friends one or Lucia with friends two or something like that.
Yeah,
Or Lucia house party or Lucia get together with friends, something along those
yeah,
lines. It's definitely in the leaked files. So yeah, I do think there's probably going to be like things like that, and maybe it is for like a cutscene or something like that. But I like to think it is part of a mission, or I don't know,
yeah.
or something. Yeah,
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of like little things you can do, like
yeah,
little,
yeah,
like you
yeah.
can sit on a chair somewhere, on a bench
Oh well,
somewhere.
yeah, yeah. Well, the gumball machine. You remember the gumball machine
Yeah,
legs?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So stuff like that, I think would be pretty cool.
And I also said in my last live stream, like yesterday, like there's in terms of consumables, because somebody asked, like, is the core system of Red Dead Redemption 2 coming back? And I was like, maybe, but maybe you also like the consumables, depending on what you take, it's gonna be a different thing. Like if you have an energy drink, your stamina is having a boost, or you can run like faster for like a minute or something, or
Mm.
your like special ability resets. Uh, you know, when you have a certain consumable, and then maybe when you get fat, like for example, CJ, if he is fat, he physically runs slower, right? So if he's fit, he runs faster. So that type of stuff, I would love for it to be in the game. And also, I want to quickly
Yeah.
mention Il Puma, the chainsaw and the flamethrower. They need to make a combat to the game.
Yes, 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 yes. Well, the flamethrower was in GTA 3, right? And the
San
chainsaw was
Andreas
in
too.
Vice. Yeah, San Andreas. And Vice City had the chainsaw, right?
Yeah, and San Andreas also had a chainsaw.
Yeah, the chainsaw as well. There you go.
And then
I feel like
yeah,
San Andreas had so many things that like
everything,
even
man.
GTA 5 doesn't have.
Yeah, like I saw some mods for GTA 5 with the flamethrower, but it's just not. It just doesn't work.
Yeah,
Basically,
no,
it's
no, no.
and that's the beautiful thing about GTA 6. Like it's like because you compare the two trilogies, right? Where San
Yeah,
Andreas has basically everything. Where people's main criticism of the game is it has too much, which for me is like a win, you know. And I think GTA
yeah,
6 will be relatively the same, where it's been focusing on just the graphics and the story, and you don't have a lot of activities you can do. You have some, but compared to GTA 6, now it's on the PS5 instead of the PS3. You know, there was no GTA
yeah,
4. There was no GTA for the PS4. It's we're going straight to an SSD drive, so no loading screens almost. We're going straight to a way better graphics cards, a way better processor, way better RAM, so that it can have more memory, and so it's gonna be and they here's the thing, no PS5 game is worthy of the hardware of PS5. Like they because game companies don't give their developers enough time. So it's crazy that they have been they knew the PS5 um be like the system and the testing thing before the PS5 came out, because they've been working on the leaks, right? So or the leaks, you can see what they've been working on. So and now we're at the end of the PS5 cycle, which is crazy because there's not really a next gen game, to be honest. I think the one that came the closest is like the Spider-Man game, Spider-Man 2,
yeah.
and they stole GTA 5 mechanics.
Yeah,
So
that's all right.
it's
That's all
yeah,
right.
crazy.
Well, I think a lot of the games nowadays are still releasing are still cross-gen, which is a net negative in my eyes. Like that's still not where we should be in 2025. We should be current gen releases, not cross-gen releases. Like I'm pretty sure that Black Ops 7 is still on the PS4 and Xbox One. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. So that's horrible. Like that's ridiculous. We got to move away from last gen. It's got to be a thing of the past. And all these cross-gen games and these updated remasters of existing games that have come out years ago, like The Last of Us, for example, which Naughty Dog has like shoved down everyone's throat in terms of remasters, being ridiculous in my eyes. I just like not coming out with anything new other than next year, whenever it's going to be coming out, that intergalactic game, which I'm something that does not interest me at all. So
Yeah, Naughty
yeah,
Dog. Yeah, they
no,
fumbled
I
with
not.
The Last of Us, man.
Yeah, well, part two. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, anyway.
But the gameplay was really dope. It's just the story was like, oh, no, that's
Yeah,
just give me
yeah,
Joel. Just give me Joel.
yeah,
Anyway, yeah. So I think that's about it for this live stream. I think we've been chatting
yeah.
for a good amount, 2.5 hours. Crazy. It keeps
We
getting
have,
longer.
we
So
have. I know,
Tyler
I
says
know.
Last of Us One wasn't good either. This dude has been putting some opinions in
What?
my chats where I'm
I
like,
disagree.
no, no, no. No, no. Both
No, you
games
can't.
have too
Surely not.
much story and walking. Yeah, if you don't like that, yeah, then I understand. If you don't care about story and you don't care about walking, yeah, of course, because that's basically the game. Um, so yeah. But anyways, I love Last of Us One. I love Last of Us Two as well. I feel like any game that I finish, I have to love it because you finish the whole game, right? Mind's Eye, I did one live stream and then I just got out of there. I couldn't. I no. So
Mind's Eye was a mind f. Was a
yeah,
mind fuck, pretty much.
yeah. You
It
were
was a
struggling, man, with with
yeah. Well, look. I think it was the most stupidest game in terms of like trying to talk. It did not give you like it made you. It wasn't like how The Last of Us is, or like other Naughty
no.
Dog games are, where you can figure it out at a certain point. Like I don't know what Build a Rocket Boy. I don't know what Leslie Benzies was thinking with the missions and stuff, but my God, they were absolutely atrocious. Like I don't necessarily expect the game to like lend my hand all the way through. I don't expect that to be the case. I know Rockstar like to do that, and that's their approach, but like with Mind's Eye, for example, it kind of felt like you're just on your own. Like there was no like, even if you were struggling
Yeah,
at a certain point, they didn't even help you
yeah. And then
or
the
like give you like
story
a
didn't make
clue or something like that.
sense.
And the story didn't make sense. The characters were absolutely atrocious and forgetful. It was one of the worst experiences I've ever had playing a game. And then going through Mafia, the old country, like a lot of the opinions from people out there saying it was boring or it was this or that, which I can understand, but it was miles better than Mind's Eye. My God.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, Mind's Eye is atrocious, and I'll never recommend it to anyone. No, I'm
And
being serious. I'm being serious.
it's
I would
literally in
not.
the toy store here local here. It's crazy. Anyway, I gotta
Yeah.
go, so I will see everybody later whenever Trader 3 drops, hopefully. Tomorrow or something.
Maybe,
Maybe.
maybe in the next few minutes.
Maybe the next few minutes, maybe Tuesday or something. Well, we'll
Yeah,
wait and
maybe,
see.
maybe.
Thanks everybody for joining. Victor, Tyler, I'm Chris, Squid, Puma, T. Burton, Pickle Motherfucking Rick. Who else we got? A Duka is here. Bacon, obviously, always here. Project Vice was also in the chat and here, physically. We got Zabi saying hello, guys, like 10 minutes ago or something. So Drew also, of course, and that's a lot of other people. But yeah, so that's basically the main people. If I have missed you, sorry, but yeah, thank you all for watching, listening in,